Hello, and welcome to the conclusion of week one here in season 53. I am TDenstroyer. I will be.
P80 fellow.
And with me today is Max LP80. Um, and we're looking forward to a good stream today. We've got 5 games to show, and we're going to do that. How's everyone doing on this Saturday morning early stream? Does everyone got their coffee ready to go?
No.
Right on. I have 2 drinks. I'm double fisting here. This early in the morning, I've got a passion fruit medley smoothie that I whipped up in the blender really quick with some vanilla yogurt, a little splash of vanilla. Um, what else? A little orange juice, half a banana type thing going on there. Nah, space. Don't start off with the phrasing this soon in the stream. I can't help it. And then on the other hand, I've got a monster. So I've got the caffeine and then the quick energies from the smoothie. Well, I only have 2 hands, Dukeston. So I apologize. We're only gonna be able to do the 2 drinks. I am not mixing monster and smoothies. Max LP, what do you got? You got anything to drink there? Just some water?
I have nothing right now, and coffee sounds good.
Well, maybe you can. Maybe as we start the first game, step away and start it brewing.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Well, right on. So as I'm gonna kick things off, I'm just gonna go over some recent milestones. Last sim collected by our awesome stat team, Yvonne Essence of the Scorpions. They got 250 triples, career triples. So congratulations to Yvonne Essence on that achievement. Then we also had Don Marcus, who's pretty much leading every statistical category for the Sloths this season. They got to 150 home runs. They were not the only one to achieve something great on stream last season, though, as Bartholomew Brown set the all-time record for steals. As we go over to the stolen bases and look, he's at 954, and I just think it's cool whenever we get to see something like that happen on stream. So another congratulations to Bartholomew Brown as they got to the 954, and I'm sure we're going to see some more today. So this number, we're only in week 1. This number is going to go up. We also had Aaron Henry of the Outer Banks Aviators hitting 50 triples, career triples. I believe he had 1 season with 10. Let's see if I go to Aaron Henry. Yeah, he's got his batting stats. So let's see. He had 10 triples in 2064. So that would have been 52, 51, 50, 49, 48. Math. Look at that. So in S48, he ended up hitting 10 triples, but he did get to 50 career total last stream. So congratulations to him. We had 600 runs from Curtis McKenzie on the Crabs. That's a lot of runs. So congratulations to Curtis McKenzie at the bottom. And then we had Darren Clapp of the Vancouver Vandals reach career number 1,250 strikeouts. Yeah, that's right. Darren Clapp, 2-time All-Star Darren Clapp, hitting that big number. So where's the K? Well, he's at 1,260 now, so he's surpassed that. And then we've also had Indianapolis of Lunar Base. Gets me every time. They ended up hitting career 1,250 innings pitched. So congratulations to them. Look at that. They're at 1,250 and a third of an inning now. So I just wanted to go over that, highlight that. I want to thank our stats team for compiling those things. I always really enjoy milestones are just always fun to go over. So congratulations to them. Today's stream schedule, and let's see if you guys can actually hear me now. You should be able to. Last time I did this, I didn't have the mic input added to it. So you guys were just listening to nothing. But today you should be able to hear it. Excellent. So we're starting off on May 17th. We're going to have Van and Detroit. I'm going to have my little baseball marker go down so I don't screw things up date-wise. We're going to have Van and Detroit start off the stream. So we're going to... that should be a good one. Both, Detroit has a lineup that's a little lower in TP, one of the lowest TP lineups, but pitching staff's built really well. So I look forward to watching that, and I think we should go ahead and probably jump right in.
I am here. I have the coffee of the gods. I'm good.
All right, you got your coffee. That's I was just delaying until you got your coffee. So now we're set. No, I'm kidding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit that. We're at May 16th at the top. I'm going to go ahead and move us along to May 17th with a check mark. Then I'm just going to hit File Save, because anytime I move forward in a day or really do anything, I like to save. We're going to go ahead and look at the Vancouver Vandals and Detroit. So this is primetime game 5 for predictions. 72.6% of the league picked Vancouver, and only 27.4% picked Detroit, though not even close to the biggest disparity in percentages today that we'll see of the primetime games. We got 4 of them, I believe. We do have 4 primetime. We got 5, 6, 7, and 8. So a lot of your predictions will be decided today on stream. If you don't remember who you picked, you can go back to primetime 1 on the point tasks on the forum. There's a spreadsheet there you can find yourself and follow along, see how you do. On the mound for Vancouver is Cash Considerations. He was traded from the Sloths last year, and he ended up winning 4 games with Vancouver after the trade. He's 2-2 so far this season. This is his in 5 starts. He's hoping to get a winning decision to go ahead in the winning column. Excuse me. Yeah. So they've Cash Considerations has won 8 games in the last 2 seasons. And then on the other side, we got Corin Abernathy Jr. Corin Abernathy is 64-64 in his career. So this is he's looking for a winning decision to break that tie. So he's hoping to go to 65-64. So 128 decisions split right down the pipe. I'm sure it would be great for them to get the win. Batting wise, let's see. We got, it's all Vandals all the way, except for Enrique Von Caliente here at number 2, loses off to Leonidas Ruiz. Enrique Von Caliente was a PB Legends Player of the Week award winner last week. So, though the Demons might have the advantage there, they're facing off against the Legends Award winner. Well, now don't feel. I don't know what I said to feel slighted, but to make you feel slighted. But I hope. I don't know.
Let EVC feel slighted.
Oh, okay. Never mind, EVC. Enjoy your slights. Yeah. So, anything you got to say about this game? Not really.
I really like Vancouver in this game. I chose Vancouver in prime time. And it looks like they have some success against Abernathy Jr. Not Danny Burgers, but seems like the rest of them do, for the most part. Maybe Alpha Nerd goes off on Cash Considerations.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, that's Well, Alpha Nerd just called up. This must be later on in the series. I don't know. But all right.
I like we have a Cash Considerations going against a Danger Dollarson.
Yeah, we got the currency matchup of the century here. So pay attention. Well, without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and head into game one of the primetime stream. I'm going to go ahead and throw the overlay up now so we can cover the pitchers' faces. As I do it, I just want to make sure that the settings look okay. We got very fast animation. I like the default camera view. It's a little wider, further back, but you can actually see the corners, kind of, except the BNN box score will still hit the corner. So, yeah, I'll take the first half of the game if you want to finish it off, or do you want to start and let me finish? I don't care. I'm happy to start.
Go ahead and start.
All right, then I'll see you in 4.5 innings.
Okay.
I mean, you can hop in anytime, of course.
Yeah.
Always hop in. Here we are. We are in the Demon's Lair as Corin Abernathy Jr. looks to break his 64-64 career record, getting a winning decision, facing off against Brooks Walker, the shortstop, who's going to start us off with a hit pop out to center field. Enrique Von Caliente, that was your Legends Player of the Week award winner, strikes out. And now we got Danny Burgers. Danny Burgers is going to hit into what it looked like the shift as the shortstop, Holden Jam, picks it up and tosses it over to Alpha Nerd. Catch considerations on the mound, facing off against Biff Slamus. Starting off with a K, knuckle curve, low knuckle curve. And a good frame by Hirschkesh, it says. Leonidas Ruiz is going to hit it to the first baseman. Catch considerations going to run over. And as McLovin throws to catch considerations, and that's going to be ripped on the line. It's going to be down for Danger Dollarson. He's taking the first dollar in this currency battle. And then Alpha Nerd's going to ground out to his own opposite position player. As he's a first baseman, he'll hit it to the first baseman, McLovin. And we are through one. McLovin Jr. is going to pop one out, and it's just going to lob over the infield into left field. McLovin Jr. will be standing on first as Pierre Phillip is up to bat. Pierre Phillip rips one hard, but it's not going to be much further than where the center fielder started the play as he nabs that for out one. Steven Strange goes down on strikes. Jerry Mander, looking to draw a lineup in the scoreboard, will not, as he pops out to the infield. And that's going to be the end of the top half of the first. We've got one hit apiece so far. Detroit has an opportunity next. Revin Shan, the center fielder, hits it to right field. He got an F9 for out one. Holden Jam up to bat. He goes down on a knuckle curve. Full count knuckle curve. Sorry, Lou Williams up to bat. Lou Williams hits it to the gap. He is on first, running first, all the way to 2. He gets a stand-up double for Lou Williams as Link Althouse is going to be up to the plate next with an opportunity to bring his man home. And he will not. He's going to do a 6-3 to retire to side. So 2 hits total for Detroit, 1 in each inning so far. No runs. Vancouver up to bat is Akashi Hirschkesh, this catcher, hits one out to Hirahara, who will be leading off next inning. Ashton Lansdale, the third baseman, rips one deep. Is he going to get over the center fielder? No, he makes an over-the-shoulder leaping catch. How often you see that animation result in the ball hitting the ground, but not there, as Brooks Walker, the leadoff hitter, ends the inning as Jam sends that ball over to first. Cash considerations on the mound. Alexander Hirahara, the 9-hole hitter, gets it through the hole between the shortstop and the second baseman, as he will lead off the inning with his half of the inning with a single. Then we're going to get another hit from Biff Slamus. I wanted to say hiff from Bit Slamus, but that's not it. So man on first and second, no outs, and Detroit is going to find itself bases loaded as Leonidas Ruiz puts himself on base with a single. Now we got Danger Dollarson losing this time in the battle of the currency, folks. Alpha Nerd comes up, and he's going to hit it out to center field. That's going to be good enough to score 2. As Biff Slamus and Hirahara come home, Detroit takes your 2-0 lead in the bottom of the third. Revin Shan hits into a double play. So they were able to find themselves giving up only 2 after putting the bases loaded with no outs. But it's only going to result in those 2 with an inning-ending double play. Enrique Van Caliente is going to go ahead and hit it to Williams. He's going to pick it up, throw to first. Danny Burgers hits to the second baseman, 4-3 put out. McLovin Jr., 6-3 put out, 1-2-3. All ground outs for Vancouver as they're unable to get anything going in the top half of the 4th. Holden Jam is going to be leading it off for the Detroit Demons. Rips one down the left field foul line, and it's going to stay fair as he's going to slide into second, not necessarily as he would have been safe anyways. Cash Considerations has been giving up a lot of hits. As of late, Lou Williams is going to hit one just behind second base as the shortstop ranges over and gets it. Link Althouse takes a walk. And now we're back at Hirahara. Alexandra Hirahara is going to hit one past the shortstop. It's going to get into center fielder. That's going to be good enough to score Holden Jam. And Detroit is going to take a 3-0 lead. Holden Jam coming in clutch there as Bit Slamis is up to Hiff. And he's going to take a walk as now the bases are loaded with Leonidas Ruiz. And he's going to take a walk. Things kind of falling apart for Cash Considerations as he walks in a run. It is now 4-0 Detroit. Danger Dollarson up to bat, and he's going to hit one, a slow roller to the shortstop who is playing in and is able to pick it up and throw it into the catcher to get a lead runner, but it doesn't matter. Alpha Nerd comes up, and he gets a hit to center field, and that's good enough to score 1 run. We are at 5-0 Detroit. Alpha Nerd having a really good game. Revin Sean, we had a pitching change with Chuck Nasty. Chuck Nasty's able to get them out of the inning after that. So, Detroit, 5-0, top of the 5th. Vancouver wants to get something going. It's not going to be from Pierre Phillips as he gives Abernathy his 3rd strikeout of the day. Steven Strange up to the plate. He takes a walk. So, Vancouver's got someone on base in the top of the 5th, 1 out. Jerry Mander takes a strikeout, 4th strikeout of the game for Corin Abernathy. So now 2 outs. Akashe Hirschkesh, he hits one to left field. It bounces in front of Biff Slamis, and they've got a man on first and second. Ashton Lansdale hits one deep to the wall, off the wall. That's going to be good enough to score 1. And now Vancouver's got 2 runners in scoring position, and they've scored their first run of the game off of their 9-hole hitter, Ashton Lansdale. Brooks Walker up to the plate, and he's going to hit one into left field. Is that going to be good enough to score 2? They're going to try it. They got 1 run, and they got 2. So we are at 3-5. Brooks Walker able to cut that deficit down to only 2. Cuts it in half. Corin Abernathy might be looking at one of his last innings here. And now they've got another runner in scoring position for Enrique Van Caliente, who's at the plate, and he takes a walk. Are we going to see a pitching change? We do not yet. Corin Abernathy is going to finish the inning, and he will get through that inning, giving up only 3 runs. So 3 runs on 3 hits, but I mean, when I say only 3 runs, it's because it felt like they were just going to keep going. And it's up.
Oh, here we go. All right, so Jim, infield single. So I'll bring up Williams here. Williams facing Chuck Nasty. Strikes out. So 1 away here. That will bring up Althouse. Althouse with a deep fly, but not far enough. So that'll be 2 away here for Detroit. And then here's Hirahara. And that's a nice diving catch from the center fielder, Strange. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-3 Detroit. So here's the pitch from Abernathy to McLovin. McLovin with the base hit to left. It's a leadoff single here for Vancouver. Tying run comes to the plate. That is Phillip. Phillip will fly out the center. Shad makes the catch. 1 away. Here is Steven Strange. He will strike out. That's Abernathy's 5th strikeout of the game so far. And then Mander flies out the center. So nothing going on the leadoff single from Vancouver. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-3 Detroit. Here's Chuck Nasty pitching to Slamsis. Slamsis strikes out. That's 1 away. Here is Ruiz. Ruiz with a deep fly to left. And that will bounce No, it's caught. Nice catch from the left fielder. And then there's the strikeout. So 2 strikeouts for Nasty. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 5-3 Detroit. That ball did look like it was out for a second. So here is Cash, who will ground out to the pitcher, it looks like. Here's Landstill. Landstill strikes out. That's a quick 2 outs here for Vancouver. And now bring up Walker. Brooks Walker, who is 1 for 3 in this game, will fly out the left. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. No runs, hits, or errors. It's 5-3 Detroit. Here is Alpha Nerd. Alpha Nerd will strike out. That's Chuck Nasty's 4th strikeout in relief. And now we'll bring up Shan here. Shan with an easy pop fly for the second baseman. 1 away. Or 2 away, sorry. Here is Jam. Holden Jam will hit a deep fly to left, but it doesn't look like it has a distance. It's caught by the left fielder. We go to the 8th. It is 5-3 Detroit. So here's Von Caliente, and that is going to be a base hit up the middle. So leadoff single for Von Caliente. Now bring up Burgers.
Oh.
And what a blunder by Von Caliente. He is picked off. And then Burgers strikes out. So a 2-out swing right there will bring up McLovin Jr. McLovin facing Ohtani in relief, and he strikes out. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-3 Detroit still. Here's John Cook in the game. Lou Williams will ground out. Here's Althouse. Althouse will fly out to right. And that'll bring Hirahara. And Hirahara will walk. So that will bring up the top of the order in Slamsis. Slamsis singles up the middle. Hirahara will go to third. So runners at the corners, 2 out here for Ruiz. Cook in a little trouble here, but gets out of it with the strikeout. So we go to the top of the 9th. It is 5-3 Detroit. We are looking at 5-6-7 for the Vandals. Philip, Strange, and Mander. Here's Philip. Philip with a deep fly off the wall in center field. That's a good way to start off for Vancouver. Philip with the double. Ohtani looking to close it here, but it will bring up Strange. Strange walks. So the go-ahead run gets on here with nobody out, and that's Mander. Mander is 0 for 3, but he will go 0 for 4 as he flies out the left. No tag from the runner. And it brings up Hirschkash, who strikes out. Last chance here for Lansdale. Lansdale's 1 for 3 with an RBI, and nothing going. Detroit will win this game 5-3. Vancouver tried. It tried to get there, but could not get the runs to cross the plate.
Yeah, Detroit pretty much had that game. It never felt really like they were going to lose. And the graph up here would kind of agree with that.
They tried. It wasn't without trying.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to lose. Wait, no. Going to the box score quick, we did have Brooks Walker with the 2 RBIs and Lansdale with 1. Those were all coming in the same inning. Alpha Nerd really doing the majority of the work today for Detroit. It seemed like every time he was at the plate, someone was scoring. He had 3 RBIs and 2 hits. Bit Slamus with 2 hits, going .299 on the season. And he had 2 runs. Holden Jam, also 2 for 4 with a run. And then Hirahara, 2 for 3. Winning pitcher was Abernathy Jr., so he is now 65 and 64 in his career. He moves into the moves positively on the decisions career-wise. Cash considerations took the loss. Shohei Ohtani, Caps player, gets the save. Player of the game, it was Corn Abernathy. Wheelers do not get streamed today, no. These are all major streams. Saturdays are for the big boys and girls. go ahead and leave that game. We're going to go ahead and hit File Save before we do the box scores. And do you want to go ahead and take the Aviators Toros?
I will take the Aviators Toros and sadly watch the Aviators lose to Cancun 5-1. We have got only 4 hits for Outer Banks. There are 4 different hitters that got a hit. McDaniel got the RBI. Murphy, a hit and 2 RBIs to lead the way. Cal, Murphy, and Ozzy each with a hit and RBI. In this one, they had all the offense, a combined 8 hits from these two teams. Fielder, 8 1/3, 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 13 Ks,
Wow.
1 walk. Center fielder is your player of the game.
Nice.
I did get in the game and gave up a run in 2 innings, but it didn't matter at that point.
Oh, no. We just watched this game, so we're going to go on to the Pathfinder's Stars. Let's see. We got Pathfinder's Stars. The Pathfinders are going to win 5-4 in Nashville. Looks like McNeely had 3 hits, but that's not where their run support came from. The runs came all from the bottom of the order, with Nico Hernandez leading that with 2 RBIs. On the other side, Nashville also had Sabert Randberg with a 3-for-5 day and 2 RBIs. Nico Hernandez with the home run. That's where his RBIs came from. The pitching, wow. Everyone got some sort of stat over here. Joe Random with the win, getting his first win of the season as he goes to 1-5. McIntosh in a miss with the hold, Park with the save. Ziegler with the loss. Player of the game was Hayden Andrews Jr. So that was the losing player getting the player of the game. Sloss Apex.
All right, so the Apex wins 7-3 here to go to 15-6 for the season, led by Fernandez, who had 3 hits, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBIs, including their first home run of the season off Rockman in the 7th. San Antonio was led by Don Marcus, who had 2 hits and an RBI. Stewart and O'Sullivan each with RBIs and a hit. As for the pitching, Cranepool goes 6 1/3, gives up 3 runs, but Ortiz gets the win in 2 2/3 of scoreless perfect baseball. Aria will get the loss, and D. Fernandez is your player of the game.
And with that, D. Fernandez goes over 600 career RBIs. He was 2 away coming into the sim, and he got 3, so that's career number 601 RBIs. So pretty impressive on his part. So congrats to him. Career number RBI 600. He's over that mark. Let's see, Boise and Lunar Base. Boise takes Lunar Base, going to 16-5 on the year, knocking Lunar Base to 9-12. Boise had a 3-for-5 day from Shane Ziegler with 3 RBIs. Uda Bunga with 2 RBIs himself, going 2-for-4. Home run from Uda Bunga and Shane Ziegler, providing much of that run support. And on the other side, Lunar Base, Sting Eucliffe with 1, Big Red Rock Eater with 1 RBI, and then also Sir Poe getting 1 RBI. Pitching-wise, the win goes to reliever Frosty Steele with Robert Green taking the loss. And player of the game is Shane Ziegler. Max LP, over to you.
So Seattle Sea Serpents win. They go to 10-11 with a 5-1 victory here.
Yeah.
We've got 2 hits and 2 RBIs for Wellerman, 2 RBIs for Arenado. Wellerman with their 3rd home run of the season. We're looking at Buffalo. Buffalo didn't get much going. They only got 5 hits, 2 of them by No with an RBI. Cash is your winner, 7 innings, 9 Ks, 1 earned run. Kaufman with the loss, and Chris Cash is your player of the game.
Chris Cash. That's what we need. We need a Chris Cash, Dollarson, and cash consideration all in the same
All on
game.
the same team. We need them all.
That's what we need. Yeah, Seattle wins as expected. They are probably the favorites for the World Series this year. Going over to the Voyagers, Rougarous, they're my favorites at least. I don't know. Maybe not everyone's favorites. Um, so let's see. Okay, the Voyagers lose to the Rougarous, and not without a Yeti Taz 2 RBI, 2 for 5 day. Mosquitoes with an RBI. Some a dog with an RBI, and Crazy Tomato 2 also with an RBI. But not enough to take over the Dazzling Gill and Alaskan Bullworm 2 RBI days paired. Home runs from Alaskan Bullrun, 2 home runs from the Bullworm. Is going to power New Orleans through and get them the win. Steven Slothberg, no decision. We had Goat Tank with the blown save and the win. So he took the win from Slothberg, assumingly, and the loss goes over to Ransom Jones. Player of the game is the Alaskan Bullworm. I just wanted, okay. And last game of the day, as there was no minors today.
So we've got the Crabs getting their 8th win of the season with a 3-2 victory over Death Valley. Death Valley only got 3 hits, but made them count, as Gianelius and Plainview each had a hit and an RBI. Providence was led by Southford's 3 hits, Fern's 2 RBIs, and Cash's considerations, not to be confused with Cash considerations, with 2 hits. As for your pitching, Abinduct is your winner. 6 2/3 of 1 earned run, 7 Ks and 2 walks. James is your save. Bummus is with the loss despite a quality start. And Benjamin Abinduct is your player of the game.
Right on, Benjamin Abinduct. Moving over to Providence this offseason. All right, so that looks like it's going to be it for May 17th. I'm going to go ahead and file save. All right, just going to make sure that we are on world score, so I'm not missing games. We are not. There are no minors. I'm going to go ahead and check mark. We are now into May 18th. Let me go to the stream schedule. So we're going to have OBX and Cancun on stream now. So we're going to have the Aviators against the Toros. Let me get that pulled up here. Aviators, Toros. This is the only game today, I believe, that is not a primetime game. So take that for what it's worth. Hold on. 517. 518. Okay, OBX Cancun. I'm looking at my notes off to the side here, and I didn't see the game. I was like, oh, did I screw something up? So let's go ahead and talk about this game. Kim Ji Woo is taking the mound against Cancun. Woo had last outing was a loss against Toronto. They went 7 1/3 that game, giving up 2 home runs. Kim Ji is hoping to face off against mostly lefties today. It looks like he's going to have 5 of them. He is a right-handed pitcher, so that means he'll actually get 6 with the switch hitter. The reason that he wants to do that, Kim Ji Woo wants to do that, is opponents are hitting 238 from the lefty side, but 372 from the right side. Kim Ji Woo.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. You would think it'd be the opposite, but no. Apparently he likes those same side hitters, the opposite side hitters, I should say. And then we have previous reliever of the year, Asada Pecora, on the other side, taking the mound for Cancun's. They are 2-1 so far this season. They have 3 quality starts in a row, trying to get their 4th quality start in a row. And I'd also like to once again point out Aaron Henry, who had 50 triples in his career after Thursday's sim. So he's got 2 this season. He's hoping to get his 3rd today. He's hoping to go to 51 after this game. This game looks to be a good one. We've got one of the highest TPE teams, strong pitching across the board with OBX. And then on the other side, you got Cancun, who's also just a strong across the board type team. Third highest TPE pitching staff, fifth highest lineup. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Two really strong teams. Give some time for that prediction. We had it up for a while. Let's see what we got here. We got over under 18.5 strikeouts. Total over under 18.5 strikeouts. Well, K through 9, 6.
With Pecora, it's possible. And that bullpen that we have is very, very possible.
Yeah, well, any OBX pitcher is good. You don't want to face all your guys pitching on OBX is just incredible. I mean, you don't have any really weak points, which is good for you guys. So I'm gonna let you. Do you want to take the first half this time?
I will take the first half, considering I gotta take somebody later for a couple minutes. So
okay, we're gonna go ahead and which is you, maybe. No, probably your older sibling here. We're gonna go ahead and hit start game. Go ahead, Max LP.
Here we are, Outer Banks against Cancun. Here is Harper, who will lead off this game against Pecora. Harper will reach on an infield single here, so that'll bring up Duke with a runner on first early. There's the stolen base attempt. He'll be safe. They'll be safe. It's the 24th stolen base for Harper. Here's Duke on a 1-0 count. And that's into the corner. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. It's a quick 1-0 lead for the Aviators on the triple from Duke. So that will bring up McDaniel here, as they're threatening really early on Pecora. Here's McDaniel, and that's a base hit into the corner. That scores a run. It's 2-0 Aviators on the double from McDaniel. All we need is a Swift home run, and we got a cycle on the first. Here's the Swift, and that's a fly ball to right, but that doesn't have the distance. Runner doesn't tag, one away. Here's Garbanzo. Garbanzo will walk, so runners at first and second for Henry. Henry, 13 RBIs on the season, will hit into the double play. They get out of it, but Aviators score 2 runs on 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Aviators 2 and the Toros coming up. Here's a pitcher, a starting pitcher, mind you, and that starting pitcher will fly out the right. Here's Murphy, red hot, hitting 380 on the season. Does not get the distance here. Fouled out the third, 2 away. Here's Owie Cow. Owie Cow grounds the first, and there is your third out. So quick 1-2-3 for Wu. We go to the top of the second. It's 2-0. Here's a Richards who will strike out. First strikeout for Pecora. And I'll bring out Power Bat Little Bark. And that Power Bat had Little Bark. Strikes out looking. So that'll bring up Brooks, hitting 304 on the year. And that's a ground ball to third. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Pecora. Gets 2 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Aviators.
It's unruly diamond time.
Here's Are You Not Clear or Not Cloudy? Fly ball to center. And that's 1 away. Here is McKillicuddy. Fly ball to left. A quick 2 outs here for Wu. And now bring up Sneck. Sneck, fly ball to right. So all the outfielders get in on the outs here. We go to the top of the third. It is 2-0. Here is Harper. Harper ground to short, 1 away. Here is Steve Duke. Duke grounds to short and is booted by the shortstop, and it is safe. So an error on the shortstop, E6. McDaniel will steal a base. Duke will steal a base and is safe. Ground ball to short. There's 2 outs here. Runner gets to third. So here's LeSwift. LeSwift, fly ball to left. Tails off to center. Center fielder makes the grab. We go to the bottom of third. It's 2-0 Aviators. So here is Aza. Aza strikes out. Wu's first strikeout of the game. And I'll bring up Berlina. Not to be confused with Benji Molina. Brolina strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wu. And that will bring up Cortez. The pitch to Cortez is another strikeout. Wu strikes out the side here in the third. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 2-0 Aviators. Here is Garbanzo. Garbanzo hits one to the gap, gets some shopping items in for a double. Leadoff double here brings up Henry. Henry hitting 227 on the year and fouls it off. And then gets called out on strike 3. So here is a Richards here. Runner at second, 1 away. Full count. Ground ball to first. Easy play for the first baseman. Not Cloudy. Little Bark strikes out again. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-0 Aviators. So we're going to have top of the order for the Toros here. Here's the starting pitcher. Starting pitcher, fly ball to center. And it's caught. 1 away. Wu with the pitch to Murphy. And that's a fly out the center. Nice catch from Harper. And then here is Zoe Cal. Hey, it's a base hit to center. Harper getting their money's worth here. As it will bring up Not Cloudy. Not Cloudy with a deep fly to center. And it's gone and it's a tie game. Fly away for Not Cloudy. 6th home run of the season, and it's tied at 2.
I'm giving the graphics the work here. Oh, man.
Here is McKillicuddy. McKillicuddy strikes out, but not before the home run from Not Cloudy. And we go to the top of the 5th. It is 2-2.
Oh, man. I'm just so glad that diamond graphic came in for me. Clutch.
Brooks strikes out, 1 away. Here is Harper. Harper, 1 for 2. Fly ball to right. Should be an easy play for the right fielder starting pitcher. And then here is Duke. Duke strikes out. It's a quick 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-2.
All right, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Sneck up to plate, and he goes down. Strikeout number 5 for Kim Ji-woo. I wish Anik was here. He was really good at saying the names as Xander Aza. Cancun Toros are like my kryptonite when it comes to the names. A lot of them are just, for some reason, difficult for me. Benji Brolina hits one to the shortstop. He's going to pick it up as 6-3 put out to retire to the side. Kim Ji-woo with 6 strikeouts. Anik is 1 for done. Anik gave it his all. Trent McDaniel up to the plate. He's in a string one to left field over the left fielder's head. Troy Murphy not really putting in the greatest efforts there, as he's probably going to go, wish he didn't play that, field it like that. Murphy, the Swift, hits one deep to center field. It's going to be enough for Trent McDaniel to tag up. 1 away, runner on third for Jorge Garbanzo. The leading run is going to come in off a Garbanzo single. So here's triples expert Aaron Henry at the plate, but he's going to find trips in the strikes as he goes down on a strikeout. Satchelo Richards, Dax player, hits one high and deep, but a lot higher than it is deep, and that's going to be fielded by Victor Cortez, who is also leading us off in the bottom of the 6th as Cancun now finds himself down by 1. Kim Ji-woo still on the mound. Victor Cortez hits one to left field. He's going to have a single. As we move to the top of the lineup for the Toros, a starting pitcher at the plate. And we got past Satchelo Richards, as Victor Cortez is going to go to second. A starting pitcher now has an opportunity to tie the game up, but he's going to take the walk, so it's going to fall on hot-hitting batter Troy Murphy, batting .376 with 6 home runs. And he's going to get the weird animation going as it bounces off the pit rock in front into the pitchers, and they're only going to get the runner going to second. So runners on the corner, that's going to be deep enough to score the run, surely. Feka Oe Cow gets the sack fly, and now everyone's favorite player, the Diamond, is up to bat. Unruly Rowdy Diamonds hits one deep. Is it his second home run of the game? It is not, but Cancun is going to tie the game up at 3. The inning is over. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We are 3-3 going into the top of the 7th. One dog power bat, Little Bark, facing off still against Usada Pecora with 7 Ks so far. If you're tracking the Ks, that's going to be out number 1. Beckett Brooks, the shortstop, takes one outside. Fastball low. Ball 4 is standing on first base. Aria Harper hits one to the gap. That is going to be down. Is that going to be enough for Brooks to get home? It is, all the way from first. Aria Harper with the triple, saying, hey, Aaron Henry, you're not the only one on this team that can find themselves on third after leaving the batter's box. So a triple for Aria Harper. That could be the deciding factor of the game. We'll see. A lot of game left. Steve Duke goes down on strikes. As we see a pitching change to Ryan Lee, Shrimp McDaniel is also going to go down, getting fanned. Cancun, once again, finds himself down. They were down 2-0, then they were down 3-2, and now they're down 4-3. They keep catching up, though. Pitching change to Nansen as Chadwick McGillicuddy hits into a ground ball. We got supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Sneck whiffing. Xander Aza at the plate. Oh, yikes. Looks like that's off the shortstop's. That's off the shortstop's foot. Nansen was going to be out of this inning. What in the heck is going on there? I think someone should probably go down and check on Brooks. They're not doing too well.
I'm going right now.
Yeah,
I'm going to have a talk.
He got the out there, but he was looking a little lazy. Murphy Swift is up to bat. And now we got Jorge Garbanzo is going to hit a short little hit, little bouncer in front of the catcher to pick it up and throw it. Aaron Henry goes down on strikes. So 4-3, Cancun down. OBX holding a 1-run advantage. Victor Cortez, who hit one to the left field line last time up, and that was down for a single, is going to hit one deep to center, and that's going to be caught by Aria Harper. Hit a triple last time there at the plate. A starting pitcher is going to hit one to Shrimp McDaniel in right, F9, and Troy Murphy takes a walk. So Nansen gives up his first walk of the day as Feka Oikau hits an F8, and that is going to get Nansen off the mound and OBX back at the plate. Satchel Richards goes down on strikes. Strike number 4 for Ryan Lee. One dog power bat, Little Bark, is going to go into a hit into a 4-3 ground out. And then Beckett Brooks, who didn't look like they were doing too well, maybe a little ill, too many hot dogs in between innings, is going to hit one to right to his starting pitcher. He's going to catch it, put it away. And now Cancun is down by 1 run, and look who it is. Everyone's favorite, Diamond. And he's not going to do anything. It's just going to be grounded to the first baseman, Chadwick McGillicuddy, who's going to go into a 6-3 putout. So supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Sneck at the plate. Last chance for Cancun. Strikes out.
I have a job. Yay.
The Aviators pull it off. Yeah, no streamer curse from Max LP 80. As the Aviators are able to hold on and go to 12-10 against a very good Cancun Toros team. That one was supposed to be a good game, and it was. That was really Aria Harper's triple being the deciding factor there. A lot of good plays. No one really stood out. Everyone, you see 4 RBIs across the board, but Aria Harper's triple in the top of the 7th was the deciding factor. Everyone's favorite clear, not cloudy Diamonds was able to get that 2-run home run to make the game interesting earlier on, but it wasn't going to be enough as the Outer Banks pitching was able to hold after taking that 4-3 lead. Kim Ji-woo with the win, Nansen with the hold, Abasi with the save. Usada Pecora takes the loss, and Ryan Lee gets 4 strikeouts. So what do you got for strikeouts? Did we already get we got the payout there?
I don't know.
I think, yep,
11,
they already did get the
17.
payout. Very nice. Mods are on fire. I just want to say the PB has some of the best mods.
I agree.
Incredible mod team. They're always on top of things. It's just great because I don't pay attention at all to what's going on. But go ahead and leave that game. Congrats to the Aviators. Max LP, you got this next box score.
Nashville defeats Toronto. Toronto having a tough season as they're 4-18 with a 6-0 loss, and Toronto only managed one hit for Matt Lou, the double in the 8th to break up the no-hitter. Love, 3 hits, 5 RBIs, 3 home runs. I noticed the 3 home runs on the ticker when we were doing the game. So Love,
wow.
3 home runs. Stoner, a 1-hit, 8K, 1-walk shutout with the victory. Benica with the loss, and as for the player of the game, this could be Love or Stoner, but it goes to Mo Love with the 3 home runs and the 5 RBIs.
I love that name, Mo Love.
And Mo Love ties. It looks like it ties a regular season game record with 3.
Mo Love. Congrats to Mo Love. That's a very rare to hit 3 home runs. You know, home runs in this game all coming from Indianapolis as the Sloths fall to the apex 10-4. So it's 5 straight for the apex. Bartholomew Brown picks up a hit as they inch closer to. They need, let's see, they're inching closer to what? They're a career 1,250. So they're 2 away now from career hit 1,250. A lot of milestones coming from the San Antonio team as of late. The Apex have all those home runs, and I'm going to assume, and a triple from Jazzy Thompson. So that's going to really be the deciding factor here. Jazzy Thompson actually had 3 RBIs, so it was a base clearing triple. Nope, 2 on, so he had something else going on at some point. But incredible game from Jazzy Thompson. I'd expect him to be player of the game, and it looks like they will be. Tatum takes the loss. Kelvin Ball with the win, and is it Nathaniel Foote? Nathaniel Foote with the save. So Jazzy Thompson carrying the apex there to 16-6.
Boise defeats Lunar Base 7-2 on 13 hits here, including what appears to be 3 hits from Bonga, 2 hits from Ingram, 2 hits from Ziegler, and 3 more hits from Dan. Ingram with their 4th home run of the season to lead the way. Allen also had 2 RBIs. Balanced attack for Boise. As for Lunar Base, Leg 3 hits, Chiki-san 2 hits, and only 2 RBIs from Poe and Ranger. Phantom is your winner. Ford is your loser, and Utabonga is your player of the game.
The Serpents take on the Surge and move back to 500, setting Buffalo to 10-12. So 2-6. Buffalo's offense is really having a rough go of it on this Saturday stream, as the only RBIs came from Kelly and Bambi No. 2 hits from Thriller and Tomlin as well is pretty much all to note there. And then on the other side, Dustin Vecker with a 3 RBI day. Bradley Wellerman gets home run number 4, and Commander Warsmoke hits their 2nd home run of the season as well to add another 3 runs. Moving down, we got Brigham Irons taking the loss, going to 2-3 on the season. And then we got Mijiro McQueen getting their first winning decision of the season, going to 1-5, and Sebastian Telfair with a save. Mijiro McQueen is your player of the game.
So, the New York Voyagers get a win here, 8-5, defeating the Rougarous. New York got 2 hits from 5 different players. Otaze, Taz, Skatos, Hidari, and Tomato 2. Angel with 2 RBIs. Skatos 4th home run. Williams, Bullworm, and Mills had 2 hits each, and Savage had 2 hits for New Orleans. Mills with the 3-run homer in the 8th to make it interesting. Woods is your winner. Asselman is your loser, and P-Dub Woods is your player of the game.
Dang, I was hoping to I was hoping to see Bakugo get a save there because they're 2 away from 75 career saves, and I thought it would have been cool to maybe have a chance to see that on stream, as they will be getting streamed next. But the Voyagers get the win. I'm sure they care more about that. Crabs, Scorpions. The Scorpions get a win, 12-7 against the Crabs. The Scorpions have started off kind of reeling this season, but they're trying to end today, hopefully above 500. I'm sure they're thinking, as Justin Fern had a 3 RBI day for Providence off a 8th inning home run. Excuse me. Then we also had Curtis McKenzie with 2 RBIs, but on the winning side, Yvonne Essence with 3 RBIs and Ted Gianellis with 2, Xavier Zykoto Montalban with 2 RBIs, Chaz Lamborghini with 2 RBIs, and Little Flamingo with 2 RBIs. So just a slew of RBIs there, but only Ted Gianellis had 2 home runs, but everyone else, no home runs. So just really good small ball, I guess, as Xavier Pruitt picks up the win. Franklin Judge Cruiser gets the loss, and Ted Gianellis with his 2 home runs is your player of the game.
So Vancouver defeats Detroit 4-1 here. Von Caliente, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. McLovin, 2 RBIs for Vancouver. Rees, the lone RBI for Detroit, only 5 hits for them. Beans goes 7 innings, a shutout baseball, 9 Ks and 2 hits to get the win. And the player of the game, Strider, is your loser. Goes to 1-2.
Andy Beans. He's going to have to get an on-stream graphic from me. I love that name, Andy Beans. So that's going to be it for majors. We do have minor league games today. Oh, man. The Louisville Lemurs are your enemy as they defeat our Puerto Rico Ranas, the PBE Puerto Rico Ranas. Matter of fact, I wish they would just call them the PBE Ranas at this point. The majority of the runs for Louisville coming from Stephen Moore Jr. as he had his 2 home run day. So that's going to probably be your player of the game, my guess. Going down the pitching, we had Ian Rubbish with the win and Gerhardt with the save. And Ian Rubbish was your player of the game, going 7 1/3, 5 Ks. So congratulations. I don't read the Puerto Rico stuff because they're all bots. Plus, they're all our bots. So I'm sure everyone goes to the index and reads all the Rana's stats every time they're posted.
Well, the bots weren't available here as Kansas City defeats Amarillo to go to 8-14 of the season with a 10-3 victory. Ford Lincoln Mercury showing that they're a better car this game as they go 3 for 4 with 5 RBIs. Child and World Eater each 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Lincoln Mercury with their 8th home run of the season to lead the way. Your winner is Smithidus. Your loser is Quads. And they did not flop good quads, I can tell you that. Ford Lincoln Mercury is your player of the game.
What's a bad quad? I guess park quad.
Quad twos?
I was say park quad. Lord Park Quad's a bad quad.
Yeah,
my GM
that goes without saying.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Wheelers, Kingpins win 1-0. So an absolute barn burner there. And the single RBI coming off a walk by D. Benedetto. So bats were absolutely just stale when runners were in scoring position this game. I'm sure there was a ton left on base, and it looks like that is true. Though team left on base, not so bad. As I learned last stream, the big difference on that, I didn't know. You learn something new every day. So probably not a whole lot to look at batting-wise. A slew of 1 hits from everyone, slew of 1 hits from some. But the 1 RBI coming off the 9-hole hitter walk with bases loaded, and that's going to be enough to give Yatef the loss and Huizinga the win. Nicholas Huizinga was your player of the game.
All right, so State College beats my Bruce City Bears 10-7 with 8 runs in the 7th. Ouch. State College was led by a 4 for 4 day for Hill. McKellen McKinley, 3 hits and 3 RBIs, 2 walks, 2 RBIs to lead the way. Bruce City had 3 hits from Boucher, 3 hits from Tweedlecock. Yes, phrasing. RBIs from 7 different Bears. Your winner is Blonde 345. Your loser in the blown state goes to Fordham, and Mantix gets the 3rd save of the season. Jordan Hill is your player of the game.
I feel like
And that is a
everyone.
lot.
I feel like everyone's a Brew City Bear. Every time I get on stream, it's like everyone is a Bear. Do the Brew City Bears run the league? Like, is that actually what it is? Are they like, is a minor team?
You know, I'm going to say yes to
puppeteering?
that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't answer. Oh, you can answer that, but you're not.
I
Gonna
can answer it, yes.
Not very honestly.
I can.
Yes. Yeah, says Simhead. Yeah, I'm surprised the Brew City Bears haven't won every World Series. Well, that's like 10. The Bears produce the most major league talent. Well, I don't know about that. I think that's the Flamingos, who won 6-5 in extras against the California Firehawks. Here we go. Who did the majority of the lifting? Looks like the 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, I take that back. Spinosaurus Bill with 2 RBIs was the lead RBI getter for the Florida Mingos. That's about that. Home runs from Mark Honcho and Spinosaurus Bill in the 9th inning. Jim Hawkins hit a run-scoring single versus Biglet, so Jimmy Hawk, and he didn't really have a whole lot of left on base, so he ended up hitting the winning run in. On the other side, Bradley Wellerman Jr. and Kantuke Mihire, future Seattle Sea Serpents there, both of them leading the RBIs for California. Barry Balls ended up getting the win as my wife started the game, Lilo Pelikai. She did not get the decision, though. She does get all the decisions at home, however. And the loss goes to Jose 43-24-7, and Spinosaurus Bill is your player of the game. All right, let's hit file, save. And that is going to be it. Let's go ahead and check mark to the 19th. And then I'm going to file save again. Why? Because you're better off saving twice than not at all. All right. So
that is 100% true.
So let me see who we got going on next here. So we've got.
I think it's Quick Sim 2 guys.
Yep. So, we got Pro at New York. I'm going to move my little baseball ticker down there. So, we're on May 19th. And we're going to have Providence and the Voyagers next. So, let's see. We got the Voyagers and the Crabs. Those are my graphics for them. Spent almost 14 hours just finding those graphics. Not quite, as we go back to the managed game look for the Crabs and the Voyagers. We got Alessio and Joey Moose Jr. on the mound. This is primetime game number 6, and 92.42% of the individual users who filled out the primetime week 1 point task said New York is going to win. Only 7.58% picked Providence. We are at the 3rd pitcher in the rotation today, as Alessio from Providence has started off the season.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
I thought I heard myself playing back. I heard an echo in my ear. I was like, I think I hit the sound on the stream, but I did not. So that was the uh-oh there. But never mind. It's just the voice in my head talking, so we're good. So anyways, Alessio started off with a 2.61 ERA so far this season. But they're facing Joey Moose Jr., who is winless thus far in 5 starts. Curtis McKenzie, over for Providence, led the league in home runs with 9 coming into the game to the sim, and he's at 10 now, so I'd imagine he's still probably leading, or at least tied for the lead. But he hit 3 home runs back on Wednesday's sim against Nashville. So that's kind of how he got to where he is now. The Providence, though, does come into the league, bottom of the league defensively, second to last in errors with 15. Only Vancouver has more at 16, and they have a negative zone rating as a team of -5. Only Toronto has worse. New York is going to look for Chris Angel to get things going, as they came into the sim batting under 200. And he was a silver slugger the last 2 seasons, so I'd imagine that he will pick things up. I know Enoch would not have put him in the top slot if they didn't expect them to hit a little more than that. So here we are, Providence and the New York Voyagers coming up pretty much right now. Now, Max LP, you are going to have to step away, I believe, for this one.
I can call the first half of this game, and then I gotta head out.
Right on.
For a
Then I will give you the first half. That sounds good to me. Let's start this thing so you can get it in and you're not late.
All right, so here we are. Joey Moose Jr. pitching against Southworth. As we wait for all the script to come through to see Southworth strike out the lead off the game. Here is Fern. Fern hitting .213 on the season. Doesn't get much distance on this ball as it's caught by the shortstop 2 away. And then here's Parker Bubbs. Bubbs with a deep fly to right, and that is gone. Home run for Bubbs, 6th of the season, and it's 1-0 Providence early in the first. And that will bring up McKenzie, who has 10 home runs on the season, but only 18 RBIs. Kind of odd here. McKenzie grounds out to shortstop, and we go to the bottom of the first. It's Providence 1, and the Voyagers coming up here. Chris Angel will walk. Certain they're going to try and steal second here. And they try, and they're safe. Will they try for third? No. There's a strikeout, 1 away. Here is Taz. Taz hitting .322 on the year, and that's a base hit. And Angel will score. So it's tied at 1.
They did not.
Oh, no, they got him. Review has them. The review overrules me, and there's a plunk on the changeup from Beatty. And it'll bring up Tej. Tej strikes out. So instead of it being 1-1, it is 1-0. Do the review. And I am standing by that. Here is Cool Crab. Cool Crab strikes out. And it'll bring up Aru. Aru's struggling, hitting 188 here, facing Moose Jr. And that's a base hit up the middle. And that will bring up considerations. Not Cash considerations, but Cash's considerations that will consider itself on the bench at the strikeout. And then this fly out the center is caught. So we go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Providence. So here is Skatos. Skatos strikes out. Third strikeout for Alessio. And that will bring up Hidari. Hidari will ground out the second, 2 away. And then here's Sumadog. And Sumadog has summoned the third out. As we go to the top of the third, it is 1-0 Providence. On the home run from Bubbs. So Cove will lead off here. Cove will fly out the left, 1 away. And that will bring up Southworth. Southworth hitting .312. And they will fly out. So Fern will get up here. Quick 1-2. And there's strike 3. So quick 1-2-3 for Providence here in the third. It's 1-0 Providence as we go to the Voyager half of the third. Yeah, that's it. Here's Crazy Tomato. And Tomato flies out the left. 1 away. Here's Angel. Angel base hit up the middle. Once again, they'll probably try to steal second. And there they go. And that's the second stolen base for Angel. 20th on the season. And Otej will fly out the center. Will the runner tag? No. So 2 out here for Taz. Runner at second. And there's the walk. So that will bring up Beatty Jr. here. And Beatty Jr. will hit a weak pop fly to left, and we will go to the top of the fourth, and it is 1-0. So here is Barker Bubbs, who already homered, but grounds to third here. That will bring up McKenzie. McKenzie, known to hit one out, hits one into the gap, and it's off the wall, almost out. But it's a 1-out double here, and I'll bring up Cool Crab, hitting 297. 0 for 1 so far. And Cool Crab will strike out. So that'll bring up Aru. 2 outs here. Aru will ground the second, and nothing going for Providence. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, it is still 1-0 Providence. 5, 6, 7 due up here. Here's Teg. Teg walks. The check did cash. And here's Skatos on the leadoff walk. And it gets by the catcher. Runner gets to second. So it'll be 1-1. And that's a ground to short. That's the first out. And here will be a Hidari here, 0 for 1. Hidari will fly out the center. Runner tags. And this time the runner's safe. And that's a base hit to the gap. That will tie the game. 2-out double for Sumadog. Make that a 2-out triple for Sumadog. And I'll bring up Tomato the second, because Tomato the first wasn't available. Tomato with a base hit. Run scores. Voyagers take a 2-1 lead here. And now back to the top of the order. Angel with 2 hits already, but flies out the center. So we go to the top of the fifth. The Voyagers take a 2-1 lead. Here's considerations, and they will consider themselves on the bench on the strikeout. And then bring up Thompson. Thompson 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball to short. Easy play for the second out. And Cove, who is struggling, will also strike out. So we go to the bottom of the fifth. It is 2-1 Voyagers.
Hey, safe travel. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Alessio's still on the mound. Sebastian Otage, former MVP, hits one high and deep over the right field wall. That is 335 feet as New York improves their advantage 3-1. Alessio can't be super stoked about that. Yeti Taz screams one into left field. So a home run and a single to start the inning. Carl Beatty Jr. going to be up next. Carl Beatty Jr. screams one in the right, so they're just hitting them all over the place. It's going to be a person on second and third. No, Taz is going to go all the way to home. 4-1, New York. Nolan Teege hits one to left, so I'd imagine Alessio's probably going to find themselves out of the game as things are kind of falling apart out there. Are we going to see a pitching change? We do as Gandhi Legend comes in, facing Mosquitoes, who's going to keep things moving as he advances the runner to third, though Providence is able to finally get that first out. Hidari hits one to second, which is caught. Now Sumadog, who hit that triple earlier, screams one to second base. And Kadraru was not able to pick it up, and New York is taking a massive advantage into the top of the sixth as they go 6-1. So 4 runs, 8 men bat that inning for New York as Mark Southworth, the leadoff hitter, is going to try to get things going for Providence. Justin Fern up next, strikes out. We got Barker Bubbs coming up next, who hit a home run earlier today. Joey Moose Jr. is still in the game. Barker Bubbs hits one to the corner. He's going to get into second base standing, so a double and a home run for Barker Bubbs. So far, the lone bright spot for Providence. Curtis McKenzie hits one into left. Is that going to be enough to get Barker Bubbs home? And he's safe underneath, so Providence is able to get 1 run back. Now 2-6. Joey Moose Jr. gets a double play ball, but they don't need it. So he's going to 4-3 put out, and that will be enough to retire the side. Providence does get 1 back, 6-2 New York, as Chris Angel, leadoff hitter with 2 stolen bases already today. He's going to try to get on first. They're not. 4-3 put out. Sebastian Otaj hit a home run last time, and he went over the right field wall. This one's just going to go to the first baseman's mitt. Yeti Taz gets one down in center. That's going to be a single. Carl Beatty Jr. up next. Yeti Taz goes, picked off. Yeti Taz goes nowhere. How's that one? I was going to say he just got the little fire symbol next to his name on the lineup on the right side, indicating that he is a hot hitter. Kadra up to bat, and it's a shallow center fielder, and diving catch by Summer Dog is able to put him away. Cassius Consideration strikes out. We are 2 away. As Taylor Adkins is wheeling and dealing, Jordan Thompson hits one in front of Summer Dog, and that's going to land him on first. We got Cove next. Cove hits one to center field. Person on first and second for Mark Southworth. A home run here would be great. But no, instead we're going to see a little foul ball territory catch by the first baseman. So Providence not able to turn that opportunity into anything that matters. Carl Beatty Jr., 4-3 put out. Nolan Teague, I don't know. 6-3 put out. Mosquitoes at the plate. Sagandi Legend is still dealing, and that's going to be caught by Cassius Considerations. So all in all, a pretty fruitless inning for the Voyagers. 1-2-3. Justin Ferns at the plate. Justin Fern takes the walk. Barker Bubbs has had a good game with a double and a home run thus far. Gets a walk. So he continues his day of going on the base path. His PBE leader in home runs, Curtis McKenzie, comes up, but they're just going to hit a fly ball to the shortstop who tracks back and makes the catch. Kelvin Coolcrab strikes out. So once again, Providence having a hard time cashing in on the opportunity as Kadra hits a slow roller in front of the catcher, picks it up, throws him out. And we're looking at one more opportunity for Providence. Matsui Hidari hits one, F6, 1 out. Summer Dog, center fielder, 6-3 put out. Crazy Tomato, the number 2, 4-3 put out. So the Voyagers 1, 2, 3 go down in order. Flamethrower Meta does their job, and now it's at the Cassius Considerations, the 7-8-9 hitter, to keep things going. And Cassius Considerations goes down on the 2-2 pitch. That is the golden sombrero for them. Jordan Thompson hits one to Summer Dog. Well, not to Summer Dog. That is going to be the Yeti Taz who catches the ball. And Cove is going to try to keep the game going, and it's going to be hit to the first baseman, Hidari, who will just pick it up and end the game. So congratulations to the Voyagers. You guys pulled off a 6-2 victory, and 92% of the predictions were correct, as I'm sure is going to help some people get some TPE as well. So the Voyagers win 6-2. Providence is not really able to get anything going. Barker Bubbs was kind of the lone bright spot for that game. They started off on the home run, had a double, had a walk. Were able to score 2 runs. But on the New York side, we had Summer Dog with that triple. Great Tomato. Sebastian Otaj had a home run. Chris Angel was able to get 2 stolen bases and able to score off one of those stolen bases at least. I don't remember the outcome of the second one. Joey Moose Jr. with your win. Alessio takes the loss. Player of the game is Joey Moose Jr. going 6 1/3 with 8 Ks. I'm going to sneeze here in a second, so hold on. All right. What a sneeze. Wakes me up. File, save, and we're going to go over to the Buffalo Surge and the Outer Banks Aviators, as the Surge are having a rough go of it this stream, going to 10-13, as the Aviators will mirror that, going 13-10, handing Buffalo their loss. Buffalo on a little bit of a rough losing streak. Their offense just is not doing a whole lot. Their offense just can't get it going as Damian Thriller does the only thrilling thing for the Buffalo lineup here, getting an RBI. And then on the other side, we had Murphy LeSwift with 2 RBIs, going 1 for 3. Trent McDaniel had a triple, his second of the season. Aria Harper with a double. Satchel Richards with their third double. Slew of stolen bases from Outer Banks. The losing pitcher is Rocket Whiskey. Winning pitcher is Wombat Jones. Striker Jr. gets a save. Wombat Jones, your player of the game. Sloths take on the Pathfinders, and the Pathfinders continue to have a rough go of it in S53 as they lose a 7-6 game, so close one. Brown gets 3 hits, so they will have over 1,250 career hits. Congratulations to them. Last sim hitting a PBE milestone, this sim hitting a career milestone. Going 3 for 4, 3 runs. Caden Tranto, 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, and Don Marcus, 2 for 4. Don Marcus pretty much leads every statistical category for the Sloths, and he's proved it there. Toronto had pretty good games from Ethan Shadow. And Nico Hernandez went 2 for 4. And then also Manny Alou also went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Deathridge with a home run. The win goes to Lenny Longpipe, who also had the blown save. And swing and a miss with the loss and blown save. Bartholomew Brown, your player of the game. Vandals Raptors. Raptors win 6-0. Nothing really cooking for the Vandals at all. Hate to see it. Boise, 6 RBIs. Tommy Callahan with 2 of them, getting 1 from Ingram, 1 from Bo Napetit, and 1 from Johnston. No home runs, which means all their runs came from good old small ball. Boise getting a really good pitching outing from Valorant Arcanum, who gave up no earned runs in 6 2/3. They're going to be your player of the game. Loss goes to Clap. Wildcat Bandit, subscribed, Tier 1, 20 months. Thank you, Wildcat Bandit, for supporting the professional baseball experience. Death Valley Scorpions and the New Orleans Rougarous. As Death Valley, I said they want to get back to 500, not helping themselves here as the Rougarous are starting off really well this season at 15-8. A lot of hits in this game, 30 of them total. You're going to see a lot of things going on here. Ted Giannalis having a 4 for 4 day, 3 RBIs, hitting a double and then probably a bunch of singles is my guess. So Ted Giannalis having a really good sim. Over on the other side, Dazingile with 3 RBIs, Manuel Bang with 2 RBIs, and then getting 1 RBI from Bullworm, Allow, Savage, old Buffalo Surge Savage there, and Bryson the third. Loss goes to Romeo Rosas. Wing goes to Baron Samidi. So the relievers coming in and getting the decisions, and Ted Giannalis is your player of the game, having a good sim, and not his first player of the game today. Apex Stars. Apex are handed a loss by their division rival, the Nashville, as that's going to be one to watch all season long. Indianapolis getting 2 RBIs from catcher Garrett Scudder, going 2 for 3. He hit a double with 2 on. Nashville getting 3 RBIs from someone told me how to pronounce this last sim. And it's not going to come to me, so I'm just going to say Cove. 2 RBIs again from Mo Love, who had a 3 home run game earlier this sim. Zach Mulder with the win, and Professor Farnsworth with the loss. Player of the game is Ichiban Sokudo, going 3 for 4 with an RBI. So I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe you got a bunch of stolen. No. Well, they did something really well. I guess all their hits. They had the most hits. So RBI and a run and a bunch of hits. So Congratulations to them. Demons Rangers. Demons win 1-0. The Dollarson hits a solo home run off Kevin Gausman. That's probably going to be all we really need to say here, as they went 2 for 4, scoring the lone run with the lone RBI. On the other side, we had 2 hits total from Lunar Base. Detroit Mulligan gets the win. Hercules Mulligan, Shohei Ohtani getting their second save of the sim, and it looks like of the season as well. Kevin Gausman with the loss. Hercules Mulligan is your player of the game. Seattle Cancun, a battle of 2 playoff hopefuls, apparently. Seattle drops the game to the Toros, though, as the Toros had to use late game magic there to really take off. So it was a 1-1 game. Well, Seattle led for most of the game and then ended up losing 5-1. Troy Murphy, the left fielder, going 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious with 3 for 5 day. And Xander Aza with 2 walks, and nothing really coming there, but I don't know why I pointed them out. My brain just said, look at that name, I guess. Anyways, going down, Rakeem Rivers. Why do I keep on saying? Because it's Hex Waters. That's why. I always want to say Rex Rivers, but it's Hex Waters and Rakeem Rivers with the loss and the blown save. JC Swishman, no decision. Cotswold with the win. JC Swishman, though, is your player of the game. Yeah, sea serpents, not landlubbers. That's for sure. Mingos, Firehawks moving into the minors. The Firehawks nip the Mingos, it says 8-7, as it looked like Florida was going to win the majority of the game after a 7-run third inning, but that would not be enough, as the rest of the game was all Firehawks. So the Flamingos were up 7-0. 2 RBI day from Smirnoff and Ryan Dinger. And on the other side, we had several 2 RBI days from Kantuko Mihire, Salvatore Bonspiero, Devin Harris, and Oso Altuve. Florida Barry Balls had the loss and the blown save, and Dusty Conkling with the win. Osu Altuve is your player of the game. Anchorage Wheelers Kingpins. Sorry for the epileptic scrolling going on here. The Kingpins win 2-1. 5 hits, so Anchorage only able to get the lone RBI from their 9-hole hitter. Chicago getting an RBI from Anik's downfall and Aiden Marcus. And that's going to be it there. Not really a whole lot of great batting. Triple from Jordan Love for Anchorage, but that's about it. The loss is going to be handed to Richard Dick, and the win is going to go to Balker Wheeler as Votto and Perez get the holds, and Hiccup Horrendous Haddock number 3, the third, gets the save. First save of the season. Barker Wheeler is your player of the game. Brew City beats State College 6-3. Looking down at the box score here, Jacto with 2 for 3 day, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Not off home runs, though. Usually when you see something like that, you think one of the runs accounted for as a home run, but nope, it was a double, and then getting around the base as well from them. AJ Boucher going 3 for 5, and Laura Croft also going 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. On the other side, State College getting 1 2 RBI day from McKinley, Edward McKinley. Bruce City, Von Helwick takes the win. Paj Boba takes the save. Bones Jones, Billy Jones, lost. Blown Slave, Patrick Eschenbach, Trap Hags player, is your player of the game. Congrats to them on their 3 for 4 2-run day. Armadillos, Hepcats. Armadillos beat the Hepcats. Looks like off a strong top of the 9th inning. They're going to go 16-7. Stick man with 3 RBIs. All of that coming not off a home run, so base clearing double perhaps. I'm not sure. 5, 9th inning, 2 on, so nope. So he had 2 RBIs there off a double. On the other side, we're going to have On-Ground World Eater with 3 RBIs. 2 for 4 day from them. Speed Kills with a home run. Going down, we had Blahaj with the win, and Aaron Ritter with the save. Skinster McKinley and Kanye West with the blown save. Lestat de Lionheart is going to be your player of the game. Last box score of the day, we got the Lemurs losing to your pro baseball experience Ranas 3-2. Sorry, Lemurs. You guys don't have to be the bad guys, though. So there's always a positive. Zalewski and Ghosty. Ghosty on third, Ghosty on first, Ghosty on second with your RBI. Lopez takes the loss. Cesar Lopez. And that's going to be about it there for Louisville as a bot and everything else on the Rana's side. Everything else on their side is a bot. So a bot wins player of the game. So file, save, game. We're going to go ahead and check mark. Go to the 20th, and I'm going to do my double save thing. As we go here, we got a couple of quick sim days. As we've got May 20th. So we got the 20th here and the 21st. And then we'll go back, and then we'll go to the 22nd where we'll see the Sloths and Toronto. So let's see, we're on the 20th, and we've got a slew of games, so there's no reason to hold back now. Let's get these done. Crabs, well, let me see. There was a quick sim. Okay, so the thing we're looking for today, I know quick sims aren't all exciting, but we do have something to look for here. Nova Montagne down here for Cancun is going for career win 150. Okay, so we're going to see if Nova Montagne gets to career win 150. Let's see. Crabs, Voyagers, LaShawn Maximus on the mound. Pitch Lord is going to take the loss as the Voyagers get a 6-2 win over Providence. So the Voyagers continue their dominance of Providence. That worked out nicely. Most Catos with a 3 RBI day, going 2 for 3. That's really all they needed. But Yeti Taz, Carl Beatty Jr., and Nolan Tej each take. I'm looking at the wrong column here. Is Yeti Taz and Carl Beatty Jr. and Matsui Hidari each get an RBI. Over on the other side, 2 RBIs, one coming from Barker Bubbs, who had a good game on stream last game, and then Cove with the other RBI. Pitch Lord taking a loss, only going 4 2/3, and Juicy Jumbo with the win. Juicy Jumbo is your player of the game. Surge hope to take one here, and they do. Congrats to them getting off that losing hump, going winning 5-4 off a strong 7th and 8th inning. That's going to come off the bats of J.C. Tomlin and Kerry Kelly. 3 for 4 day from them, and then also the catcher Avada Kedavra with an RBI home run from J.C. Tomlin and the catcher and Kelly. So a lot of their work coming off the Powerball. On the other side, Outer Banks taking a loss. Aaron Henry doing all of the lifting as they got 3 RBIs. Power Bat Little Bark only getting 1. Rental Trade takes the win. Frig Delling with the save, so they're getting close. This is the other thing we've got to watch. I forgot this wasn't on the stats team, but Frig Delling is getting close to the record in saves. So I'm going to take a look at that when we're done with these box scores quick. If I don't, someone reminds me, or let me forget if you don't care. Either one's really fine with me on the other side, but I do want to take a look off. The other side, Nansen takes the loss. Blown Slave Rental Trade is your player of the game, going 7 innings, only 2 earned runs. Sloths, Pathfinders. Sloths lose to the Pathfinders. Pathfinders find themselves in the winning column for the first time today, I believe. Moving up to 5-19. Sloths, a couple of 1 RBI days, 2-hit day from Don Marcus. Again, he's the bat to watch in that lineup every game. He just produces. Peter Dawson, the third, numero Trace, goes 2 for 4, 1 RBI. Everything in the middle of the lineup really working for Toronto in this game as Gordon Eames, Ethan Shadow, and Manny Alau, and Nico Hernandez are all getting an RBI. Quinn Simcalis Jr. with the win, Meagher with the hold, McIntosh with the save, Glorbenspiel with the loss, and Quant Simcalis Jr. is your player of the game. Vandals, Boise.
I could take this one if you want.
Oh, you're back. Right on. Go ahead.
I am not back. I am new.
Oh, wait, who's here? Hold on, this voice is new. Wow, really throwing
This
me
is
for a
Laser.
loop. All right, Laser, good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead,
I
take
figured
this
I'd
one.
jump in and help so you don't have to go through all of it by yourself because that
Yeah,
can get to be a lot.
yeah, it really does. Max should be back. He said about, I'd assume, fairly soon. But yeah, I'm happy to have the help. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so it's going to be Boise getting the win against Vancouver 5-2. Looks like we've got some pretty good performances from oh, Hopkins, the catcher for Boise, going 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Gonna get that was not a home run either, so just a really good day for Hopkins. And then 2 hits from Ingram and Napatit as well. On the Vancouver side, nobody with multi-hit days, and in fact, they were held to 2 hits on the day, so less than ideal for them. Uh, one of them was a home run, so also not ideal. But and then for the pitching, we've got Phenomenon going 5.2, getting the win, 2 earned. We got De Nunez with the save in 3.1 innings. That's a long save. Good performance from him. And then Sheet will get the loss with 6.2, 3 earned. And player of the game is going to be Phenomenon.
Yeah. No, I was not paying attention to chat there. I was just reading box scores. I was in full box score mode, so my apologies,
Yeah,
Laser. I didn't see that. But
that is okay.
I'm glad you just decided to hop in. You took the initiative, and that's great. Apex Stars win 3-1. I think that's the Stars' second win in a row. This is all coming from Mo Love, one of my favorite names. 3 for 4 day. Home run from Mo Love with one on. And looks like Martinez Mom Spooner had a 1 for 3 with a double. On the other side, D. Fernandez gets an RBI. And the loss is going to be handed to Luna Jose Rodriguez Ortiz. And the Catarina winemaker, Sigmeyer of Catarina, gets the win. Mo Love is the player of the game. And here we go.
Next up is going to be the Demons and the Space Rangers, and it's going to be a 6-2 win for Lunar Base. Looks like we've got a multi-hit game for the top 3, at least, of the Demons. Slamus, Ruiz, and Dollarson all getting in there with hits. And then on the Lunar Base side, we've got 2 hits from Eucliffe and Zaxaquil. Actually, Lunar Base winning by 4 despite being out-hit by 3. That's a crazy stat. On the pitching side, looks like we've got Clay Holmes going to 0-6 on the season for the Demons, giving up 4. On the Lunar Base side, Polis will take the win in 2 earned and 6.2. And then Thornberry picks up a hold, and Johnson will finish out the game with the save. Indianapolis is the player of the game.
Death Valley, New Orleans. Death Valley loses to New Orleans. I don't think they're gonna be able to get to 500 now this sim, and they didn't just lose; they got beat up. That's 18-6, quite a loss. We're gonna have a lot of stats here, but Ted Giannalis continues just an incredible stream as he gets 4 RBIs. Even though he only went 1 for 4, he did pick up 4 RBIs. He had a grand slam in the 8th inning. Yeah, so 8th inning had a lot of runs, though. New Orleans on this side, Dawson Gill, 7 RBI day, 3 for 6. Alaskan Bullworm, 5 RBI day, 2 for 5. I mean, this is just a block of text here in the middle. Home runs, Manuel Bang, Dawson Gill, is that Ashley Joanna Williams. I mean, you could go through all this forever. I mean, a 4 RBI day from Ryzan the third. Yeah, New Orleans bats were just hot, and I'd imagine Death Valley went through. Yep, Death Valley did, and they used a
Isn't
starter.
Bumus a starter?
He
Yeah,
is.
they use
Yep,
a
Death
starter.
Valley
That's
using a
bad.
starter. Um, rough, rough outing for Death Valley. It's not what you want to see, especially when they're trying to claw back from a rough start. Guy Rousey took the loss. I mean, at that point, you just hope the sim would just leave Romeo Rosas in for death. Just let him go until the end of the game. But
Yeah,
nope, they
looks like
did.
he hit his pitch max, though, almost 40.
Oh, is that what he's got? He's got it. Okay. So, Yeah, that's unfortunate for Death Valley. New Orleans only using 2 pitchers as Dash Jackson gets the win. Dawson Gill with his 7 RBIs is going to be their player of the game. Here we go now. We're going to see De Nova Montagne pick up that career win number 150.
Yes.
Yes, they did. So congratulations, Nova Montagne. Yep, 150 victories for them. As if the sim knew that I needed to see it to be reminded. I'll let you go ahead and take the back box score.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3-1 win for the Toros. Seattle, we got 2 hits from only 1 player. That's going to be David Doug over there at the second baseman spot. And then on the Cancun side, we've got 2 hits from a starting pitcher.
Yes.
Is that the name?
Yep, starting pitcher.
And then Ohi Cow, I believe is how that would be pronounced. And then Victor Cortez managing to get 2 RBIs in 1 at bat with no hits is impressive. On the pitching side, Montaigne does take the win. That was quite the stat line there. They'll get the win to go 1-0 with only 5 innings pitched. And then Lee and Coswald will each get holds, and Martini's going to end up getting the save. And on the Seattle side, it's going to be DeVries that's going to take the loss. Player of the game is Nova Montaigne.
Nova Montaigne. Yeah, I was saying Montagne. But curious to see Victor Cortez, 1 at bat, 2 RBIs. That's
Sack
always...
fly was one of them. I just
okay. Sack fly.
saw. Oh, 2 sack flies. Okay.
There we go. That makes sense. So that explains the lack of at bats as well. I guess I should have deduced that, but I hit open in browser. I didn't really care about that. Now it's in my web browser. Super cool. I'll know that one forever. All right, that's it for the majors. Minor leagues, Brew City State College. Brew City wins, so it seems that everyone in the PBE will be happy because it just seems like what are you, Laser? Are you from Brew City as well?
I've never been on Brew City.
Okay, me either. It's just every time.
I've been on Dallas, Florida, and State College.
Okay. Dallas would be. Is that an older team that I don't know?
Oh yeah, they got rebranded to the Ranas.
Oh, the PBE Ranas. Right on. Well, the Bears win 9-7 here. His Laser showing his PBE age. Laura Croft with 3 RBIs, going 1 for 4. That's a home run with 2 on. There we had Cassius Agrippa with 5 RBIs on the other side, going 2 for 3. Home run from Cassius Agrippa also with 2 on. Brew City pitching, we have Fletcher Jones, going 4-0 on the season, 2.97 ERA. They've got to be in contention right now for pitcher of the year in the minors, I'd imagine. And let's see, even though they did give up 6 earned there, they were able to get the win just because the bats were so strong. Bandit Wheeler with the save. Richards with the so then imagine how low their ERA was before that. Archie Richards.
Okay. Yeah, Archie Richards, what the? I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, what's up, XLP? Now we got 3 right on. Cassius Agrippa, player of the game. Going on to the Armadillos. Max, you go ahead and take this one.
Kansas City loses to the Armadillos 5-3. Extra inning game here, led by the 4 hits from Drome, 3 hits from Van Kristenhauser. Yeah, we'll go with that. 2 RBIs each from Von Kristenhauser. I'm gonna have to get used to that. And Love, 3-run homer in the 4th to lead the way for Kansas City. Your winner is Exhort. It goes to 3-0. Kansas City gets a loss from West. Bullpen did really well for Amarillo. And Chris Van Kristenhauser, I think I got it right, is your player of the game.
Yeah, Chris Van Kristenhauser, maybe is what they want.
I'll do this one too.
All right,
give you a rest.
I say, well, Laser's here too. Laser, are you still here?
Yes.
I didn't know. Hey, Laser.
Yeah, we got it. Someone helped me while you were gone, so while he's here, Laser, go ahead.
That is a game. California's going to take a 1-0 victory against Florida, and it's a solo shot in the bottom of the 3rd from Hawthorne. We've got no multi-hit games for Florida, and we have one, and it is the man of the game, Hawthorne. 2 hits, a home run in 4 at-bats. The pitching side, a little more exciting. We got Kirkpatrick taking the loss, 1 earned in 5.2. And then we got Jimmy with the win, no earned in 5.2. And then Jose 43, 24/7 picks up the 3rd save of the season in just 27 pitches.
I love the
Player of the
name.
game, Slippin' Jimmy.
I love that name. I say it every time I stream. Slippin' Jimmy. It's such a. I love it.
That is a good one.
All right, we have Wheeler's Kingpins. I'll grab this one, and then Max LP, you can grab the last box score. And we got another quick sim game day, anyways. 5-4 Wheelers. 2 RBI day from the Warrior King. 1 RBI day also from Bobanetti Steele and Jordan Love. No home runs there. Luis Lee DeCantor gets a triple on the other side, as they have a 2 RBI day from Jimmy Wuju, not quite Slippin' Jimmy, but another Jimmy Wuju. And then Nee Benedetto also with an RBI. Loss going to the Bauer Bottom, and the win going to Robert Grimes. Osaki Rinji is your player of the game, who is the starter for Chicago, the losing side starter.
The Lemurs defeat the Ranas 6-1 on 13 hits here, including 2 hits each from Pink, Moore Jr., Kwanzaa, Ghosty, and Crawford. RBIs each from 5 different Louisville bats. Puerto Rico gets 8 hits from every single player but Breaker. Your winner is Robo Dibble, who goes to 3-0. Yoje is your loser, and your player of the game, cybermetrically enhanced Robo Dibble.
Surd.
I am waiting. I am waiting for Skynet to come get me right now.
As you should be. My favorite, if you ever go in and look at his the user's posts, he all writes them like he's a like he's a robot, and always ends like transmission complete ... Really fun. Cool there. I'm gonna go ahead and hit file save. We're gonna go ahead and look at the stream schedule. We're gonna go from the 20th to the 21st. We have one more quick sim, well, 2 more quick sims days, but one more in a row here. As I go back to the stream, we're going to go ahead and hit that check mark. Oh, look at that. Now there's a quick sim day for you.
Now that is interesting, because we remember that Austin Bummus came in for DVS, a starting pitcher. He threw 8 pitches and he has a day off in between, so it's going to be interesting to see how much that affects the Scorpions.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have to bring in a starting pitcher, this is the ideal time to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead. I hit file save on that. I'm just going to double check. I know I'm in world scores, but I'm that kind of person where I don't want to make a mistake. And then someone's going to be like, oh, let's resim this. And I'll be like, well, they let me sim it. You should have known something was going to get screwed up. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hit that check mark. Going to the 22nd. Let's check out the stream schedule. As we got the Sloths.
Be right back.
Ah, you're good. We got the Sloths taking on the Pathfinders. This game is going to be good. Maybe Toronto hoping to. Oh, I almost hit quick play. Don't do that. That would have been bad. And then I would have went back to this stream, and everyone would have been like, "Yeah, what the heck, dog?" And I would have been like, "Hot dog, I screwed up." Primetime game number 7. 92% of the league, 92.06 to be more exact, picked the Sloths, only 7.94 picking Toronto in the primetime games. Artemis Aria, did they win today? How many wins do they have? The reason I'm asking, because they're getting close to career win 75.
They have 73.
So they did not win earlier today. So shame we don't get to watch that little fun thing today on stream. Aria faces off against Joe Random, who started the day 0-5, but he did get his first win earlier in the stream. Once again, we got to see Bartholomew Brown complete a couple of career. he leads the PB in stolen bases now all time career wise, and he also hit career hit number 1,250. Don Marcus is really the player you want to watch, though, when you're watching the Sloths. He has been so far this season. He entered the sim basically leading every batting category for the team except for stolen bases. Which
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. And then Toronto, kind of everyone's looking to get going as the team is batting 232 as a whole going into today, which was the bottom of the majors. Their pitching was also bottom of the majors, so just kind of all around rough start for them. But a win on stream can take all those bad feels away, as they just won their last game. They could be 6 wins with this one, I believe. Right, they're 5-16 or something like that. So, how did you guys want to split this? How's our prediction doing, by the way? I'm sure it's been going on for quite a while.
Oh, I need to gamble.
Yep, prediction closed, and the prediction was who leads after.
I did gamble. Okay, perfect.
Who leads after? I can't read it.
7 innings.
Okay, it cuts it off. The streamer viewer, mod viewer, or whatever, does a great job cutting it off. I guess on the left. Oh, yeah, there we go. I can hit the little prediction button on the left. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't read, so here I am. I'm not a big reader. Who leads after 7 innings? Prediction closed. Laser, you're sticking around?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. We can go 3-3-3.
I'll do the first 3. I've been gone for a while.
Right on. Max LP.
I'll take the middle then.
All right, then I will be able to let my dog outside, and then I will take the last one. Yeah, the dog's been pawing at my foot here, so we're going to go ahead and get this going now. Go ahead, Max LP.
Okay, so here we go. We've got the Sloths against the Pathfinders here. Random facing Bartholomew Brown to lead off this game. Hitting 258 with 23 stolen bases. Ground ball the second, first out of the inning. So bring up Tantro here. 219 hitter, 12 stolen bases. And that's a nice diving catch for the center fielder Shadow 2 away. Don Marcus hits it to the pitcher, easy play. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Random as we go to the bottom of the first. It's no score.
God, Don Marcus's stats are gross so far.
Only 384 after the out. Here's McNeely, the 287 hitter. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Strikes out as Arya gets the strikeout. And I'll bring up Deathridge, who is struggling, and strikes out. Some quick back-to-back strikeouts for Artemis. And now bring up Dawson the third with 5 home runs and 11 RBIs on the season. And that is a base hit. So a 2-out single here brings up Emmis, the 198 hitter, with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. And what do you know? Artemis strikes out the side. We go to the top of the second. It's still no score. So here's Random pitching to Woofington Jr. Woofington Jr. will fly out the center. And now I'll bring up Dynasty, hitting 278 on the year. And that's a base hit up the middle. So both teams with 1 hit so far. And now I'll bring up O'Sullivan Jr. O'Sullivan Jr. flies out the center 2 away. And now we'll bring up Stewart. Stewart strikes out. So quick 1-2. Well, there's a single in this one. So we go to the bottom of the second. No score. So Shadow up here. Shadow grounds the second 1 away. Alu's up, hitting 304 in the year. And Alu grounds the second. Kel getting some work in. And then there's a fly ball to right. And it's botched by the right fielder, Littleton. So that's an error. And that will put a runner on second, but it doesn't matter. Artemis strikes out Wallach. 4 for the game. We go to the top of the third. No score. So 8-9-1 here. Here's Littleton. Littleton strikes out. 1 away. So this will bring up Kel. Kel with a fly ball to center. The way will drop for a base hit. So 1 out single here brings up the top of the order in Brown. And Brown walks. This should be interesting what they do here. No double steal, and it's a foul out to the first baseman near the dugout. 2-way. And here's Don Marcus, and Marcus strikes out. So Marcus couldn't cash in here. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. So Windsor leads off here, 9-1-2, and another strikeout for Aria, the fifth of the game already. And here is McNeely. McNeely will single to left. So McNeely's on here. Toronto not known for running. See what happens. And they stay. Fly ball to center. And it is caught by the center fielder, Tantro. And then Dawson, fly ball to left, and it's an easy play. And that is the end of the third. No score as we head into the fourth.
Top of the fourth for the Sloths. First one is, that's an out. What a play by Wallach over there on third. That's going to be a single poked through the gap between 1 and 2. And now Julian O'Sullivan Jr. That's a fly ball. That's going to drop, and runners on first and second for Stewart. Cold hitting Stewart. That's a ground out double play ball, and it will be a double play, and that'll end the top of the fourth. I do want to point out while we're in between innings here that Austin Bummus did in fact start for DVS, so that is something to watch on the out-of-town scoreboard there. As Eames, we're going to go with Eames. Eames will take a walk off of Aria. That is, they will not turn 2. So that is going to be a fielder's choice to third base. That's the double play ball, and Artemis Aria gets out of the inning right away. Top of the fifth now, still no score, 6 hits total. Random delivers. That gets just past the third baseman, and Littleton is going to have a single. Malcolm Kell will strike out. And here comes Bartholomew Brown. That's going to be a fly ball deep right, but it is right to the right fielder, and that's going to be caught. 2 down for Trantow. And that one does much the same. That's going to be a fly out to right field, and a not quite a 1-2-3 inning for Joe Random. Quite the pitching masterclass so far today, honestly. We are now at nighttime. That was a decision. That's going to be a infield single for Hernandez, followed by a strikeout by Wallach. Aria delivers. That could be 2. It is not. That's fielder's choice. And here comes Don Marcus. He will strike out again. Or wait, no. Sorry. Wrong side. That was Scott McNeely who is going to strike out. And Don Marcus will lead us off here in the top of the 6th. 1-2 count. Okay, well, apparently I am prophetic because Don Marcus has now struck out. As we go to Tedford Woofington Jr. That's a solid contact. It's going to be a fly out to center. And that is a walk for Shaw Dynasty with bases loaded. Or, I'm sorry, full count, not bases loaded. And Julian O'Sullivan won't get that one down. That's going to be a fly out to center. And we move to the bottom of the 6th. Ty is looking pretty good for that prediction right now, although we do have 3 more half innings, as Deathridge will ground out to third. Peter Dawson, the third, is going to be thrown out on a deep grounder to short. And Eames, that's a deep shot, but it will be caught by the center fielder as we head to the top of the 7th. Still no score.
No score, top of the 7th. And let's see if I can provide some offense. Maybe Joe Random still pitching. Stewart gets on base with no outs. And that is just Stewart. There is no other name to him. But we got Stewart-Littleton combo. Littleton's going to advance Stewart to second base as Malcolm Kell strikes out, sending it to Bartholomew Brown at the top with 2 outs. Trying to score that run from second, trying to give us some sort of offense. And he's going to do it. That will not even be close, though. Stewart is. I don't think
denied.
I don't know if I've ever seen someone get denied that easily in OTP.
Oh, you should see 25.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that was That was Artemis Arya is still pitching as well. Ethan Shadow getting on base, shadowing what Stewart did for the Sloths. But Manny Alau is not going to be able to do anything as Nico Hernandez is going to be up next. Nico Hernandez checks in, swing, strike 3. 2 away. Shadow's still on first. Rodrigo Wallach also strikes out. So Artemis Arya, I believe that was her 10th strikeout of the game. As they don't update the Ks prior to the animation. So swing and a miss now pitching. Caden Tranto. So we've had a pitching change. It is tied through 7. Don Marcus at the plate. He strikes out. His batting average has just been crawling downwards ever since we started today. Tedford Woofington Jr. hits one into right field. He's going to be on base with 2 away. Dynasty is going to try to provide some offense, some run support, I guess. And he's going to do so by keeping the inning alive. Are we going to have runners at the corners? We are. So Woofington Jr. and Dynasty on the corners as Sullivan Jr. is going to get us our first run of the game. Julian O'Sullivan Jr. replaces Dynasty at first. Woofington Jr. scores, and Dynasty replaces Woofington at third. As now we have Stewart, the Stewart Little combo up next. Stewart, Stewart hits into a ground ball, 6-4. The Sloths have a 1-run advantage. The only run of the game so far is Artemis Arya is still pitching. Nolan Windsor Jr., 4-3. Scott McNeely, catcher, takes the walk. Arya's second walk of the game. They're out. Red Rockman comes in relief. Red Rockman gets Tyler Deathridge to fly out to left. Peter Dawson, the third, strikes out. Inning over. So San Antonio, Artemis Arya trying to get the win here is what I meant if I didn't say that. Littleton hoping to provide some more run support. Gets on base. Slow roller to the third base side. Enough for him to run it out. Malcolm Kell pops one. F6. 1 out for Bartholomew Brown. Bartholomew Brown strikes out looking. And now we got Caden Tranto at the plate. And it looks like he's going to beat out another infield single. So a couple of infield singles have San Antonio with a runner on first and second for Don Marcus. Strikes out looking. So 1-0. Will that lone run in the top of the 8th be enough to put away the Pathfinders? Goran Imez hopes to that to be the case. Red Rockman pitching still. 4-3 ground out, 1 away. Ethan Shadow at the plate. 6-3 ground out for Ethan Shadow. So it all falls on Manny Alau. Can he keep things going? He rips one to the gap. And that is the most exciting thing I feel like has happened all game for Toronto. And now Nico Hernandez has an opportunity to tie it. Will Red Rockman stay in? He does. Oh! And it's off the legs of Woofington Jr. Threw it. Wild pitch. So now we got a runner on third. Nico Hernandez hits one. Oh, but it's not going to drop. Caden Tranto able to track it down. And the San Antonio Sloths are going to win a close game. 1-0. Arya gets win number... was that 74? Did I say they were going for? They're 1 away now. They're 1 away for 75. So congratulations. They're not going to do it this stream, but next stream they're hoping to pick that one up. We could really skip the batting section today, but we'll talk about Julian O'Sullivan Jr. with that 1 RBI, 2-hit game. Dynasty actually went 3 for 3. Woofington Jr., Dynasty played, these 3 right here played an important role. It was get on first, hit them the third, and then allow them to score. That was pretty much the sequence of events that we really need to care about. A couple of 1 hits from Toronto. On the other side, Toronto swing and a miss, takes the L. Artemis Arya gets the W. Rockman gets the save. Artemis Arya is your player of the game, going 7 1/3, 10 Ks, no earned run. Excellent outing from them. Go ahead and go to the top. I'm going to hit File, Save, and then... whoever wants to take the next box score.
New York defeats Providence 4-3 with two runs in the fifth and the sixth to get the victory. New York was led by Otage with 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Tag 2 hits, 2 RBIs, including their second home run of the season. Ruru, McKenzie, and Cove each had 2 hits in the loss. Your winner is Bakugo. The loser is Abenduct, and Jones gets a save, their third of the season.
Vancouver and sorry, didn't know if my mic was on. Vancouver and Boise. Boise's going to jump up to an 800 win percentage after this 5-4 win over Vancouver.
Quick
In
pass.
extras, bottom of the 11th, it's going to be 2-hit games for Walker and Von Caliente on the Vancouver side. Walker, both his hits are home runs today. That is impressive. Solo shots at that. On the Boise side, we've got 3 for 5 days from both Udobonga and Ingram, and 2 hits from Allen and Hopkins. On the pitching side, we've got one of the considerations. I believe that one is Cash, correct? Yes, Cash Considerations gets the start. 3 earned in 4 innings. 97 pitches in 4 innings is a lot. Shrub ends up taking the loss there at the end. And then Joe gets the start for Boise. 4 earned in 6.2, and Wade Silliams Jr. will take their second win of the season in relief. Player of the game is going to be Brooks Walker.
Buffalo Surge get off their one-game winning streak and go back to the losing side. 11-14 on the season. Aviators go to 14-11, winning 3-2. Dimply Splurger, has 2 RBIs, 2 for 5 days, and that is going to be a home run, providing the lone runs there for Buffalo, seeming to live and die this sim with the long ball. Outer Banks, small ball, Shrimp McDaniel, Garbanzo, and Satchelo Richards with RBIs. Home run by Jorge Garbanzo. On the pitching side, we got Minerva Madsen taking the loss, and Alejandro Abassi with the win. Player of the game was starter Joe Kelly, only giving up 1 earned on 100 pitches, 8 Ks, 8 1/3.
The Indianapolis Apex defeat Nashville 6-4 despite 3 runs from Nashville in the bottom of the ninth on a home run from Mom Spooner. Indianapolis had Mom Spooner. That's what I'm going with. Callahan 3 hits for Indianapolis, 3 RBIs for Fernandez. Payne with a home run, their third. For Nashville, we've got 2 hits from Andrews, 2 hits from the Moms Spooner, including a home run from each. 6 for Andrews Jr., first for Mom Spooner. Your winner is Cranepool, your loser is Ziegler, and your player of the game is Cranepool.
Detroit and Lunar Base. Going to be a 2-1 victory for Detroit off of the back of the 2-run top of the 8th. Detroit batting, it's going to be 1 hit for 7 of the 9. Nothing outstanding there, no home runs. On the Lunar Base side, you've got a 4 for 4 a day from Leg, and that is just about it. Got 2 doubles and 2 singles. Rhino Leg, I should have known that. On the pitching side, Corin Abernathy Jr. is going to take the win. No earned but 1 run in 7.1, and Thorne Belfour will get their 5th save of the season. On the Lunar Base side, it's going to be Green going scoreless in 6.1, followed by Hangman giving up 1, and Johnson giving up the loss and the blown save after the Hangman hold. Player of the game is going to be Corin Abernathy Jr.
His second player of the game that I remember of the day, Valley DVS and NOLA. DVS gets a win. Excellent for them. They're going 6-5, or they're going to win 6-5. Looks like we're going to have Lawn Gnomes. Lawn Gnomes going 4 for 5, 2 RBIs. We had Smalls, Ted Gianalis. Was it Daniel Plainview and Zotol Montalban going 2 for 4, but everyone else get an RBI that I said. Tenji and Alex just having a ridiculously good stream. I don't think I've said one box score where he wasn't relevant. So congrats to him. He's going to enjoy looking at the index later. On the other side, Nola, a couple of 2-hit days from Jefferson Steelflakes, Desmond Gill, and Alejandro Ashley. Excuse me, I cannot get Ashley Joanna Williams right ever. I call him Alex, Alejandro. I'll never get it right, but they did get 5 RBIs. Ashley Joanna Williams, 5 RBIs on a 2 for 4 day. That's coming off of Bummus, who did start the game, only going 4 1/3. So TVS able to pick up the win after Bummus had to come in relief and then turn around and start after a day of rest. Though he did only pitch 2 2/3 of an inning, I believe, in that relief outing. But they did use a slew. They did use their entire bullpen here, as would be expected.
30 pitches for 2 of them, so they're in trouble.
Yeah. So Death Valley still reeling, trying to make up for that poor game 2 days ago. So Phil Topaldi with the loss. Goat Tank coming in with 1 inning, and Lon Gnomes is your player of the game. Serpent Toros, Max LP.
Cancun defeats Seattle 12-3, not even close. Cancun goes to 14-11. 4 hits and 4 RBIs from Owie Cow, including 2 home runs to get to 9. Seattle got 3 hits from Arenado, 2 RBIs from Wellerman, including both of them hitting their 5th and 4th home runs respectively. Your winner is Fielder, your center fielder, 12 Ks in 6 innings, 3 earned runs. Cash is your loser. It was bad all around for Seattle pitching in this one, and your player of the game is Feka Owie Cow.
Diamonds with 2 RBIs. All right. We're going to the minor leagues now. That'll sum up the majors. Laser, you go ahead and take this one.
Yeah, as we get into the first of the minors games, it's going to be a 4-0 victory for the Flamingos. The run was getting shut out on the road. For the Flamingos, it looks like we've got 2 hit games from Back Again and Hunter. No, I got that right. Okay. And then it's going to be, can you hover over So? I have a feeling I know what that name is going to be, and I just don't want to pronounce it.
Which one? Oh,
Picasso. Actually, kind of sounds like Picasso. It's kind of nice. 2 for 4 for him. Yeah. And that's going to be about it from the Puerto Rico side. What I assume is batting practice will take the loss in 5 innings. 2 of the Berries will also pitch with nearly identical stat lines. Then on Florida, you've got Komtowski taking the hold after a Georgius win. 6.1 there with no earned, and it's going to be Georgius is your player of the game for Florida.
Jerry Berry and Kerry Berry.
Why are those not on the Bears?
I don't know. Firehawks, Armadillos win 4-2. And a battle of some of the top 2 teams. Well, Armadillos were the top team in the Mill PB coming into today. And they're going to take on the Firehawks and win the single RBI coming from the Gus Beaver catcher for the Firehawks. Kreis van Christelhauser of Amarillo taking on, I don't know why I said his name. I meant Palindrome, hitting 2 RBIs, 2 hits in 4 at-bats. In the pitching, we have Harold Smith with the win. Ricks with the hold. Tarango Man with the save. Thor Lore with the loss. Harold Smith is your player of the game.
Kansas City defeats Chicago 6-4 to go to 9-16 of the season. A lot of home runs in this game. Devedetta with a home run. Lincoln Mercury with a home run. Bones with a home run. Justice with a home run. DiBenedetto 3 hits, by the way, to lead the way for Chicago. Balanced attack for Kansas City as Cologne will get the win in relief. McKinley will get the save, and Somakun will get the loss. Nicolino DiBenedetto will get the player of the game.
State College and Anchorage is going to be a 4-1 win for the home team here. State College, they've got 2 hits from McKinley, and that's about it on that side. Over on these Wheelers side, you got 3 hits for Love, 2 for Steele and Dub, and then 2 RBIs from Webb on that home run. Well, 1 on that home run. I guess a sac fly too, probably. I don't know how they got 2 RBIs with nobody on when they hit the home
Well,
run.
they had a 2-out RBI. That was that one.
That was
yeah.
a homer.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe they got walked in. Nope, no walks. That's weird. Anyway,
strange.
It's gonna be for Anchorage. It's gonna be a win for War and Peace and a save for Treadwell. Only 1 earned run between the 2 of them there. 101 pitches too, and then Infinity will take the loss, and 3 relievers finishing it out for State College. War and Peace will be your player of the game.
Brew City and the Louisville Lemurs. Brew City moves to 17-8 against the 16-9 now Louisville Lemurs. They won 5-3. This game going to extras. Most of the runs coming in extras, actually. Thick gets a thick 3 RBIs, and that's going to lead the Brew City Bears there, and they got a home run with 1 on in the 10th inning. So likely the deciding factor there. AJ Boucher on the other side. AJ Boucher also getting a home run on the other side. We have a 2 RBI day from Jankensi Kwanzaa and a couple of hits from Shaquille Crawford, Czechs player. Going down to the pitching, Paj Baba with the win. And Gunther Gerhardt with the loss. Player of the game is the thickness here. Thicker McThick.
Kind of thick.
He was thick.
Brew City?
Yeah. So let's file save that. Let's go look at the stream schedule here. So we have a quick sim day here on the 23rd. And then we have 1 more game to look at after that. So let's go ahead and head back to see what we got. I'm going to hit that check mark. I'm going to hit file save just to double check. It says May 23rd at the top. We are May 23rd quick sim. All the ducks are in a row. We've got a full slate of games. So without further ado, Max LP, you can go ahead and start this one off.
San Antonio defeats Providence to go to 16-10 with an 8-1 dominant victory over the Providence Crabs. 3 hits for Trento. 2 hits for Don Marcus, including another 2 RBIs to go to 36 RBIs on the season. Stewart with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. As for Providence, they only got 3 hits, so there's really not a lot to go off of for Providence's offense. Tatum with the win, 2 hits in 6 innings, 8 Ks, 1 walk. Kahn with your 3-inning save. Your loser is the Cruiser, and your player of the game is Johnny Tatum.
Boise picks up another one. They're going to be over 800 now. 7-0 is the final as the Outer Banks Aviators get shut out at home. It's going to be 3 hits for Johnston over there in left, and then 2 hits and 2 RBIs for both Utabonga and Bon Appetit. And then on the Outer Banks side, it's going to be single hits across the board for 4 of those players there. For the pitching, it's going to be, I believe that's Kim Ji-woo that's going to take the loss, dropping to 3-3 on the season. 5 earned in 4.2, then Porter and Abassi finishing it out. For the Boise side, it's going to be Side Duck finishing out what Phantom started. 8 Ks in 7.2 with only 2 hits allowed. And the Phantom is going to get the player of the game for Boise.
Buffalo Vandals. Buffalo wins. Moving a nail biter. They went in with a walk-off with Dimply Splurger hitting a run scoring single off of the shrub to win the game. On Vancouver's side, middle of the order, having a couple of RBIs, but really Ashke Hirishkakesh with 4 RBIs being the notable individual there, having a 1-on home run also in the 8th inning. The Buffalo batting side, There's a lot of doubles being provided and a thrilling. He one on, one on. Oh, look at this! So ninth inning, they had a 2-run shot, and that was enough to send the game into extras. That way, Splurger could play hero. Frig Delling takes the win, so not a save, not helping him move towards that save goal. But on the other side, we've got Vancouver, Andy Beans pitching, and the whole bullpen. Well, not the whole bullpen. I think they do have 5, but a lot of bullpen players getting used. Lawson, a blown slave, going to Chuck Nasty. Razmataz Buckshank is your player of the game. I didn't even mention them. Look at them going 2 for 3, 3 RBIs, 3 runs. So there's just a lot going on in that box there. On to the next game. Max LP.
Oh, it is me. New York defeats Toronto 9-3 as Toronto is 5-21 in the season. Ouch. We've got 4 hits and 3 RBIs for Sumadog. 2 hits each from Taz, Beatty Jr., Skatos, Hidari, and Tomato the second. Home runs from Skatos, Beatty Jr., Taz, and Dog. Dawson has a bases clearing double to go for that only hit and 3 RBIs. All the offense that is needed. Your winner is Woods, and your loser is Benico, and Sumadog is your player of the game.
400 TPE Sumadog.
Demons and Sea Serpents is going to be a Demons victory to even up the two teams, 5-2. Looks like for Seattle, we've got 2 hit days for both David Doug and Arenado. For the Demons, we've got Biff Slamus with 2 hits, Danger Dollarson with 3 hits, 2 runs and an RBI, and a Nerd Goodwin with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. On the Detroit pitching side, we've got Strider picking up their second win of the season. Shohei Ohtani will pick up their first hold, and Thorne Belfour gets the save in relief. For the Seattle pitching, we've got McQueen, 5 earned on 12 hits in 7 innings, and Waters finishing it out. Player of the game with Strider.
Rougarou Stars. Stars win 5-4. High scoring 7th inning, but it's really the run in the 6th inning that stands out here. New Orleans having all their runs coming from Manuel Bang, and that was a 3-on grand salami. So all their runs coming off of the Manuel Bang grand slam. On the other side, Vidal Valor Jr. with 2 RBIs, Giannis Cove with 2 RBIs, going 3 for 3, and then Waxilliam Summers with an RBI as well. Eshelman Jr. takes a loss. Dizzy Stoner with the win, and the Katarina Wine Mixer with the save. Player of the game is Guineas Cove. I'm really upset. They told me how to say the name last stream, and I forgot. I'm mad at myself.
Eunaeus,
that might be it.
The Apex go to 18-8 with a 4-3 victory over Death Valley. Death Valley tried to make it interesting with the run of the 8th, but nothing to do for Death Valley. Enderman, 3 hits to lead the way. RBIs each from Car Crash, Fernandez, Payne, and Gagne. Reeves and Smalls and Montalban each with 2 hits and an RBI for Death Valley. Your winner is Ball, 6 2/3, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks, no walks. Your loser is Pruitt, and McFlourish gets their second save of the season, as Calvin Ball will be your player of the game.
Cancun and Lunar Base is going to be a Cancun victory. Although Lunar Base made it very close there at the end, scoring 3 in the bottom of the 9th. For Cancun, you've got a 4 for 4 day with 4 RBIs for Unruly Something Diamonds or Clear Not Cloudy. 2 hits for McGillicuddy and Berlina as well for the Toros. Over for Lunar Base, you've got 3 for 4 for Rhino Leg, and Zaxaquil, Cheekison, and Texas Ranger also getting 2 hits. 4, was not a grand slam for Rock Eater. They're going to pick up 4 RBIs. Lunar Base pitching Ford is going to drop to 0-5 after a 6-inning, 6-run performance. Over for Cancun, you've got letters for everybody. Pecora picks up the win, 3 earned, 5 total in 6.1. Martini will pick up the save, and Cotswold with a... Cotswold gets the save, throwing 21 pitches to get 1 batter out. And 1 hit and 1 walk. So they faced 3 batters and threw 21 pitches. That's crazy.
They get the hard-earned save on that one.
Yeah, and player of the game is Unruly Diamonds. Unruly Rowdy Diamonds are Clear Not Cloudy.
There are 3 batters. He walked the batter.
Yeah. Full count on everybody, I guess.
Brutal. That's it for majors. Heading into the minors, we have your pro baseball experience Ranas against the Florida Flamingos. And the Flamingos win. My wife was pitching. I say once again, she was. Lilo Pelikai. Ryan Dinger with 2 RBIs. Chase Hunter with an RBI. Smirnoff with an RBI. Brianna Rose Sabor with an RBI. 3 hits as well. And then McLeod getting another RBI. So lots of people getting RBIs there. Team effort. Lilo Pelikai gets the win, going to 4-2 on the season. Sheningo Flaps gets their first save of the year. Lilo Pelikai is your player of the game.
Chicago defeats Kansas City to get 8 wins on the season with 2 runs in the top of the 9th on a home run from Decanter. 4-3-1 victory. Chicago got 2 hits each from Penley and Marcus. Decanter with the 2-run homer. Kansas City got 2 hits each from 4 different players. 4 kills Childs and Bones. I just wanted to say in that order for some reason. I don't know. Child is the only RBI. Your winner is Votto. 3 shutout innings in the victory. Haddock the third with the save. And Ken Choate was your loser in relief. And Biggest Titus Smithus is your player of the game.
Butchered. Love it. Big fan. Let's go.
State College in Anchorage. It's going to be a 7-0 victory. I like calling shutouts, apparently. It's going to be 6 hits on the day for State College. Nobody has multiple hits on the day for them. Over for the Wheelers, it's going to be multiple hit days for a slew of people here. The most stands out the most. There we go. It's going to be Bobrist with a 5-for-5 day, 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Then you've got 2 hits from Comel, I believe, and Jones. 3 for Webb and 4 for Bubanetti. For the pitching, it's going to be Yatef with picking up their 3rd win of the season. 7 Ks, no earned runs, and Dirk finishing it out, finishing the shutout. It's going to be Lastuk taking the loss for State College, 5 earned and 3.2. And it's going to be Zen Bobrist as your player of the game.
Firehawks Armadillos. A battle of some of the best 2 teams in the minors right now. And it's going to be the Firehawks evening it up after losing last game, winning 6-1. A lot of RBIs for Hawthorne. Wellerman Jr. getting an RBI. And you also have Devin Harris with 3. Home run from Hawthorne in the 3rd inning, and Harris also getting a home run with 2 on in the 7th, accounting for a lot of the runs. On the other side, Walter Walterson getting the lone RBI and the only one with a multi-hit day. And that was a solo shot. Going to the pitching, we got Taco Bell, classic name, with the win. Sandman Summers with the save. Flop Quads taking the loss. Devin Harris is your player of the game.
The other 2 good teams in the minor leagues, Louisville defeats Bruce City 1-0. Not a lot of offense here. The lone RBI from Crawford for the victory. Your winner is Ronaldo in relief. Your loser is Wheeler, and your Chaos mod gets their 5th save of the season. Both starters combined for 12 in a 3rd innings pitched, 6 hits, 14 Ks, and 1 walk. And Lero Wolf is your player of the game. Impressive outing, pitching-wise.
Yeah, so that's going to sum up May 23rd. I'm going to go ahead and hit file, save on that. Let's take another peek at the stream schedule. We are going to move to May 24th. We have the Apex against the Scorpions. This will be our final day of the sim, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's head back to the stream. May 24th. We're going to advance day. Hit file, save game. So May 24th, I will not be advancing another day. No one let me do that. So let's see. We got Scorpion, DVS, and the Apex right there. Manage game. This is prime time number 8.
Prime time.
This was the closest prime time of any of them, with 55.23% picking Indiana and 44.77 picking DVS. Though I wonder if people knew how DVS was going to start, if that would change. That being said, I think I would. I don't even know who I picked here. Probably the Apex, I'm guessing, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Death Valley trying to claw itself back out of this rough first week. It'd be really nice for them to end the week 1 with a win. But the Apex are going to have to keep moving forward, as Nashville's probably not too far behind. So 18-8. So yeah, they go to 12-15 if they're able to pull this one off. The one thing you look, though, is that the batting-wise, they're actually doing okay. Top half of the champions a lot. They're doing actually quite a bit better than the Apex are. But this is where the Apex are strong. Pitching. As you'd expect. Anyone who's followed the Apex and the PB over the last X amount of seasons, pitching is their strength. So, we'll go ahead. And how do we want to do this one? I'll take
I'll
go ahead.
I'll take the first 3 still.
Okay. Laser, did you want to finish it or take the middle? Keep the same order as last time?
I can finish. I can take the middle 3, whichever you prefer.
All right, I'll let you finish this turn. I'll take the middle 3 this time.
All right.
Switch it up. Maybe you'll get something exciting. All right, Max LP.
Here we are. We've got Death Valley and the Apex here. Farnsworth on the mound facing Essence, hitting 265 on the season. And that's a base hit up the middle, so leadoff single for Essence, and it'll bring up Reeves, the 236 hitter with 22 stolen bases on the season. Stolen base attempt for Essence, and he is out by a mile. Here's Smalls. Smalls will hit a deep fly to right, and it is caught, and that is the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. It's no score. So Enderman will lead off here, facing Billy the Kid. Enderman hitting 271, and that's an infield single? No, they will credit that with an infield hit. And here's Car Crash as they watch Enderman steal the 22nd of the season. Car Crash hitting 308, ground ball to second. The runner gets hit over to third. It brings up Fernandez. Fernandez to the pitcher. And that is an infield hit for Fernandez. And then does back-to-back hits as Callahan gets a base hit. Run scores. Apex leads 1-0 as Catcher Scooter will come up here. The 300 hitter will strike out 2 away. Here is Rosenthal. Rosenthal will fly at the center. It should be an easy play for the center fielder Essence. And we go to the top of the second. It is 1-0 Apex. More runs than I saw last time. Fly ball to center for Gnomes. That's 1 away. Here is Plainview. Plainview will strike out. Second strikeout for Professor Farnsworth. Good news, everyone, as Montalban will come to the plate. The ex-Bruce City Bear will strike out. So we go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Apex. So Payne will lead off here. Payne with a high fly ball to center. to the warning track, but Essence will get there one away. Here's Gagne. Gagne flies out to first, no yay there. And then here's Thompson. And Thompson hits one down the line. That's a base hit into the corner. Thompson heading for second will be saved. 2 out, double. And we're back to the top of the order as Enderman will step in here. Enderman 1 for 1. Ground ball to second. Easy play. We go to the top of the third. It's 1-0 Apex. So 8-9-1 here as Lamborghini hits a fly ball to center, but is just short. 1 away. So here's Flamingo. Flamingo will strike out. 4th strikeout for Farnsworth. Good news, everyone. Essence is at the plate. Essence grounds out the first. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Apex. And then that's a base hit for Car Crash. Leading off the inning, it brings up Fernandez. 3-4-5 here with all the switch hitters. Car Crash will steal second. 10th stolen base for Car Crash. Fly ball to left. And it's caught. No tag. And I'll bring up Callahan. Callahan with a base hit. Throw home will not be in time. And the Apex take a 2-0 lead. 6 hits already for the Apex as Captain Scooter will get up here. And that's a ground ball to the pitcher. They force it at second. 2 away. So here's Rosenthal. Ground ball to third. The throw to first is in time, but they do score a run. So we go to the top of the fourth. It's 2-0 Apex.
Apex holding the advantage. DVS hoping to close the gap. Up first is going to be Bass Reeves facing off against Professor Farnsworth. He's going to fly out to center field. Smalls batting .327 on the season with 5 home runs. Is going to perform a nice little ground ball to the third baseman, 5-3. Put out Ted Giannalis, who always seems to do something every box score. He has not done it yet, though, as he's going to strike out. So Professor Farnsworth going 1-2-3 through that inning. Bottom of the fourth, Brian Payne strikes out. So no hits through 2 plate appearances for him. We had Gagne, Chef Gagne, the glove specialist, is going to hit a fly ball to the left field, and the sun is starting to set here as the sky goes orange. Jazzy Thompson sets one into center field as he's finding himself sitting on first. We move to the top of the order. Enderman is going to stand and watch Jazzy Thompson steal a base. Their 12th of the season, or their 3rd of the season, sorry. But it's not going to matter as Jazzy Thompson hits into a 6-3 ground out. So nothing doing there. DVS, Lawn Gnomes putting one in the lawn. Daniel Plainview coming up next. And he takes strike 3. Zykoto Montalban hits into a double play, and that hurts, as that will take Indianapolis off the field and put them in the batter's box. Indianapolis still up 2-0. Sean Car Crash hits into a 5-3 ground out. D. Fernandez hits into a 1-3 ground out. So let's see if we can get a 2-3 ground out. Nope, just they get a 3-1 ground out now from Harry Callahan, so nothing doing there. DVS holds the line, but they need to start getting some offense going in the top of the 6th. Their time is starting to run out. Still plenty of game left, though. Chaz Lamborghini not going to be the starter on that. Literal Flamingo also not going to get anything going as they fly out to Enderman. And that one's down the line. Yvonne Essence providing some excitement here with 2 away, giving Bass Reeves an opportunity to increase to 17 RBIs with a well-placed ball here. Not going to do it, though. 4-3 put out. And that is it for the top of the 6th, as DVS left a man in scoring position. Gabriel catcher Scudder up to plate, and he's going to drop one into center field for a single. Leon Rosenthal now batting. Hits one down the third base line. Daniel Plainview picks it up, decides not to throw over, so a man on first and second. But this time, Ted Giannalis is going to be able to pick it up and step on the bag to get the runner going to first. But we have a runner on second and third, then a walk. Chef Gotti walks. Jazz Thompson walks. So Billy the Kid walks in a run that's going to increase the lead 3-0 in favor of the Apex. Enderman having a chance to do something really cool here, and he does. He puts into left field. That's going to score at least 2, and it does. So the Apex starting to race away with the lead, 5-0, 10 hits for them. And they still have 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 away for Sean Carcrash. And he's just going to copy Enderman. He's going to do exactly what he did, except this time only 1 run's going to be able to score. So 6-0 Apex. D. Fernandez can keep this party going. Run around the corners. He's going to take a walk. Romeo Rosas into pitch. Harry Callahan batting now. And he strikes out. So they finally get that elusive second out. And now we got catcher Scudder up again. And he's going to strike out as well. So 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Few men left on. A lot of 4s that game, that inning. Laser, finish it off.
Yeah, and here comes Farnworth still on the mound for Indianapolis. He'll get Smalls to ground out, and here comes Giannolis. There's the stat line. That's a single into right center field. Gnomes is going to be up next. We'll see what they can do here. That's a high ball to center. Caught. And it's going to force Giannolis to stay at first. That's another fly out to center field, and that will end the top of the 7th. Farnsworth still in. That's 7 full innings for him now. And here comes Indianapolis to bat again, pitching against Death Valley's bullpen, and that is gone. Leon Rosenthal knocks it over the right center wall, and the Indianapolis Apex extend their lead to 7. And Death Valley's bullpen is in trouble. They're on their first one so far. Rosas will stay in after giving up that dong. He's going to walk Payne. And Gagne back to back. I've got to imagine that's going to be Rosas' day. And it is. Here comes Tim Cramblin trying to get them out of this. That's a ground ball up the middle. That will be 1 out. Runners on second and third. 1 down. Here comes Enderman. That's a fly ball to left center. It will be caught. And they do not send the runner. So it's going to be second and third, and that's going to end the bottom of the inning. And it will be 1 run on that leadoff bash by Rosenthal. Here comes Nathaniel Foote now in to pitch, who actually kind of looks like a lawn gnome, which is ironic because that player is on the opposite team. It's going to be Montalban with a single into left. That's going to be a double play of 4-6-3. And Foote will strike out Flamingo. It's going to be 1 hit, nothing out of it for DVS there. Bottom of the 8th. Cramblin still on the mound. That's going to be a walk. Fernandez on first. He will go for 2 and will get it. And it's going to be Callahan now with a runner in scoring position. Cramblin will walk him. So now Cramblin is going to go against Gabriel Catcher Scudder. That's going to be a line drive to second base. And Bandit Keith is in, third reliever for DVS. That is a fly ball to right field. No movement on the base paths there. And Payne is going to try and do some more damage. He's going to strike out. So now, in order to see Death Valley's pitching once more, we need to squeeze 7 runs from the Scorpions here in the top of the 9th. Foote, that is a ground ball. It's going to be a 6-3 ground out. Reeves up to bat. That's going to be a pop up to shallow right, barely out of the infield, and it's going to be caught. And now Smalls, last pitch of the game potentially. That is through. Gets past the shortstop, and we've got a base runner. Smalls at first. Giannolis and Luna Jose Rodriguez Ortiz will give up a blast. That's going to be the right center gap. Are they going to send Smalls to the plate? They are not. It's going to be runners on second and third with Lawn Gnomes up to bat. And that will not drop, and that will be the game. Fly out to center field for Lawn Gnomes, and Indianapolis is going to shut out the Scorpions. 2 hits for Yvonne Essence and Ted Giannolis. I am butchering that name, I know I am. And that's just about it for Death Valley. On the Indianapolis side, we had 12 hits total, 2 each from Enderman, Car Crash, Callahan, Rosenthal, and Thompson. RBI counter, mainly looking in favor of Enderman and Fernandez. On the pitching side, Professor Farnsworth ends up with 7 shutout innings on 4 hits. Foote and Ortiz come in to finish it off. And then Billy the Kid will take the loss. 6 innings, or I'm sorry, 6 earned and 5.1 for Death Valley. Player of the game is going to end up being Professor Farnsworth.
Good news, everyone.
I like good news.
I'm sure Farnsworth does too.
Right on, yeah. Boise Outer Banks. Outer Banks takes the win 7-5 against the 21-6 now Boise Raptors. Looks like it was just a back and forth game. A slew of 2-hit games on the Boise side. We had a 2 RBI 2-hit game from Chauncey Ingram. Udabunga also with the same thing going on, 2-hit, 2 RBIs. On the other side, Murphy LeSwift with 3 RBIs. That is going to be, he had a 2 home run game, hitting one in the second inning and then again the next inning, the third. Total stolen bases from Arya, Duke, and Henry. Doubles from McDaniel or Richards. So going down to the pitching, we had Valorant Arcanum taking the loss. Nansen with the win, Stryker Jr. with the save, and Murphy LeSwift with those 2 home runs is going to be your player of the game.
Buffalo Surge defeat Vancouver 7-3. Surge go to 13-14 as they near 500. Surge get 2 hits from Buckshake and Keeley, who each have 2 and 3 RBIs respectively. For Vancouver, it wasn't a whole lot. Mander and Hershikesh with 2 hits each. McLovin with 2 RBIs, including their 4th home run of the season. Your winner is Whiskey. 8 innings, 3 earned runs, 7 Ks. Your loser is Clap. Despite the 11 Ks, gave up 4 runs. And Talkmato is your player of the game.
Toronto, New York. It's going to be a Voyagers victory in the bottom of the 9th. What a ninth inning that was. Toronto still only 5 wins on the season, unfortunately. There's going to be 2 hits from Wallach, and that's it for them. For the New York hitting, we've got 2 from Angel, Otage, Yeti, and Skatos. 2 RBIs from Otage as well. On the pitching, we've got, I believe, Joey Moose Jr., who's going to start and get a no decision. Jones will get a blown save, giving up a run on 3 hits, and Bacago is going to pick up the win, going 3-2 on the season for them. 4 pitches to get that win. A ball will take no decision in their start, only 3 earned, 4.1 innings, and Park will take the loss. Joey Moose Jr. is going to be your player of the game.
All right, Sloths Crabs. Sloths win 9-2, defeating the Providence team. Bartholomew Brown with 1 hit, 1 RBI. Don Marcus, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. A triple from Tedford Woofington Jr. and Bartholomew Brown. Don Marcus hitting a home run. And the 4th with 0 on, that would be a solo shot. My guess is he's probably close to leading the majors, though. But on the other side, you have Curtis McKenzie with 10, which I'm pretty sure is where he started the sim today. So he hasn't. No, he started with 9, I believe. So he hit a home run at some point. But that's pretty much all that we really had going, is with Southworth and Cod Ruru getting RBIs there. Going down to the pitching, we had Mike Boss III picking up the win, and then Abel and Lenny Longpipe able to hold Alessio taking the loss. Player of the game was Don Marcus, who is an early MVP favorite, I'd assume, based on the way they're playing.
The Seattle Sea Serpents defeat Detroit 4-2 with 2 in the top of the 9th for the victory. 3 hits for Doug, 2 hits for Hinckley, including 2 RBIs. Wellerman, Becker, Pass, and Bordeaux also with 2 hits. For Detroit, Dullerson, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, all the offense for Detroit. Your winner is Telfair in relief. Blanco is your loser. Blue Sky, by the way, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks for a no decision. And Aria Blue Sky is also your player of the game.
New Orleans and Nashville, very close in record there. It's going to be 11-4 victory for the Stars. 4 for 5 day for Saubert Randberg. And 3 for 3 for Summers. It's going to be the highlights for the Nashville side. Almost everybody on Nashville scoring a run as well, actually. And then we've got 2 for 4 days for Philip Alou and Alaskan Bullworm over there for New Orleans. And for the pitching, we've got Zach Mulder, presumably Zach anyway, going 3 earned in 6.1. We've got LeBeau picking up the win in the pen. Smith finishing it out. On the New Orleans side, we've got Fenrir Lycan gets a no decision. Samedi will get the loss and the blown save, going to 2-2 on the season. And Jose Mick43 giving up 3 earned in the bottom of his appearance. Player of the game is going to be Waxilium Summers.
All right, on DVS Apex. Apex win going to 19-8. They go on the season 7-0 against DVS. Wait a minute here. I remember that game. That was a good one. I could go back. We could talk about that game all day. Yeah, I know. Chaotic. I know. I didn't do it all stream. That was the first time I did that all stream. I did it like 3 times on Thursday. I was like, man, this box score seems really familiar. I can't read. Did I say that yet? All right, 6-2. Cancun wins against the Space Rangers. Cancun going to 16-11. We had Troy Murphy with 3 RBIs and Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Sneck with 3 RBIs. That is providing all the offense. Both of them home. Well, not true. Troy Murphy had a hit that wasn't a home run. Let's see. Yeah, he had a double and a 2-run home run. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Sneck with a 3 RBI home run on the other side. Lunar Base getting an RBI day from Sting Eucliffe and Odin Cheeky-san. But that's it, really, from them. Rhino Lig having 2 hits as well. JC Swishman getting the win. I think it's Ryan Lee. Ryan Lee getting the hold. Kevin Gosman taking the loss. And JC Swishman is your player of the game for the second time today. And second time in 2 starts. And that is it for majors. 5 more box scores to go.
And we will start with Kansas City defeating Chicago 3-2 to get their 10th win of the season. 3 walks for kills for Kansas City, 2 hits for Justice, RBIs for Kills, Justice, and Skoden. Justice also with their 4th home run of the season. Chicago didn't really get much going, 5 singles, but the Cantor did get 2 RBIs. Your winner is Rocker in relief. Your loser is Wooler. And Jacob Jingleheimer Smith gets your save, 2nd of the season. And AJ Justice is your player of the game.
California and Amarillo. It's going to be California taking the win 6-5 on the road in the top of the 10th. California with that solo shot from Hawthorne to end up being the deciding factor in the top of the 10th. 2 hits for him, 2 for Wellerman Jr., and that is it for the multi-hit days. 2 runs for Mihair. Amarillo is going to get a 4 for 5 day from Walterson. 4 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 hits for Goldberg. There we go. English. The pitching, we're going to have a start for Valak, the 4th, 4 earned in 6.1, and Takahashi will give up 3 in 6. Decisions are going to go to Jose 43 24/7, picking up a win after a blown save by Debacle Jr. And Summers will take the loss, only giving up that 1 in 3 earned. Player of the game is Walter Walterson. And yes, Reggie Rock Noise is also pitched.
No. Woo! All right. No! I mean, yes, that's good. The Ranas beat the team that I'm on. That's great. Good news. We're not the villains. Rana's going to 12-15, beating the Flamingos record-wise to end week 1. That's not what I want. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Listen to a bot team's a little rough. Stat line wise, an RBI day from Dinger. Jim Hawkins gets one. leaving 3 individuals on base. Mark Honcho left 6 on base. That's rough. Boys to back again with an RBI. Again, I don't really care about Florida because they're a bunch of bots. Stu Macher ended up taking the loss. Your player of the game was my player, Jim Hawkins, going 3 for 4, but it didn't matter as it wasn't enough. And this is a team game.
State College defeats Anchorage 8-0. Anchorage had 6 hits, 2 hits from Borbrist. That's pretty much it. State College got 3 hits from three different players, including Saint Dog Maple and Agrippa. 3 walks for Healer, 3 RBIs for Dog Maple, and 2 RBIs for Singh and Agrippa. That's your offense right there. Ramirez goes to 5-0 with a victory, 6 1/3 shutout innings, 3 hits, 7 Ks, 2 walks. Insert TOS here is your loser to go 2-4, and your player of the game is Jackson Ramirez.
Insert TOS here.
Yeah, Dick. That's his name.
It is.
There's plenty of Richards in this world. I don't want to shame them. Yeah. And the last box score of the day for you, Laser.
It's going to be a Lemurs win, 6-0 over
Boo.
Brew City, riding that bottom of the first where they really did all of their run scoring there, it seems. Well, not all of it because they scored more after that. But anyway, for Brew City, we're going to have a 2-hit game from, oh, good Lord, Zecto? We're going to go with Zecto. And that was it for Brew City, really. On the Louisville side, we've got 2 hit days from Pink, Moore Jr., Griffin, and Kwanzaa. On the pitching side, we have Lopez picking up that's actually an extremely good outing. 8.1 innings on 98 pitches, 1 earned run. They'll pick up the win. Crowquell will take the loss, 6 earned and 3. And your player of the game is going to be Cesar Lopez. That is an excellent outing.
Yeah, I mean, hard to blame the Bears when they're facing a pitcher that's on like that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save game. We are not advancing anymore today. This is it. There is one thing that I just want to look at here, and that has to do with the Buffalo Surge pitching.
Frig Delling, yes.
Frig Delling, yeah, I wanted to look at it. Let's go to his pitching stats. Career save, he's got 203. And I want to see how close he is.
I want to say 3.
Yeah, save 206. You would be correct. He's going after Penny Cowers. I mean, that's an old player right there. 70 years old, inducted to the Hall of Fame in 20. So this is a long-standing record that he's chasing.
I believe that Penny Cowers was either an S1 or S2 player.
Yeah,
and specifically stayed active for so long just to break that record.
Yeah, look at all these.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, this is an early day type of awards that you see. You don't see these type of awards on players today.
Well, sometimes. There are certain users you always know they're going to have an award case like that.
Yeah, that's true. But hard to win. I mean, they won Reliever of the Year 5 seasons in a row. Well, not in a row, but they did win it 5 seasons, actually, throughout their career, impressively. But yeah, Penny Cowers, he could die soon. He's 70, so I don't know. I don't know if it shows time of death in Sim. But yeah, so 3 wins away. Yeah,
3 saves away.
3 saves away for, 3 saves away for Frig Delling. I just wanted to point that out because I find those kind of things interesting. The other thing I like to do after a sim before I do an upload is, hey, let's just take a look at where the standings are. Surge dropped to 3rd. They were in 2nd starting the stream. The Aviators hold 1st position. Raptors are they had a really strong stream, though they did end in a loss, 8-2 in the last 10. They're top of the division. San Antonio right there, though. So the San Antonio not far behind. Over on the other side, really it's between the Apex and the Stars for this division. Apex 8-2 on a 3-game win streak. End this week 1 and the first half or quarter of the season in the lead, sorry. And then in the Champs West, we have the Rougarous and the Toros tied for 1st with the Sea Serpents in 3rd. I'm sure everyone had that on their bingo card. And DVS at the bottom. That is the PBE standing. Let's go to the mill PBE just to see where we're at. I really just like to go down here because the divisions don't matter. So just go look at the mill PBE wildcard and below. 3 18-9 teams with the Lemurs, Armadillos, and Firehawks, and then a 17-10 team in the Bears is kind of the S tier, and then everyone else just kind of gets grouped together in what we'll call an A tier because we're nice people, kind of, sorta.
The Ronis tier.
The Ronis. Oh God. Ugh, yeah, it does. Mo Love and Don Marcus tied. But look at all these Don Marcuses. I mean, it's only week one. It's only week one, but I'd have a hard time imagining them. They're not wins added. So I'd have a hard time imagining he's not the MVP favorite leaving today, at least. Freak Delling, 9 saves this season. So we just talked about him. Ivy DeVries leading the league in 1.57 ERA, which is actually very impressive. So give everyone kind of a look at that. Right on. Well, let's do an upload. Let's go to Commissioner Office and execute. I probably should have made sure. Yep, that was the right thing to do. Errors normal. Hit that. All right, we're up. And Adam, as this goes, we can kind of have an ask the booth moment. Yeah, I know. Another 3-person booth for me. It was a surprise. Thank you, Laser and Max LP, for joining today. Last time I had a Neek hop in with Bazooka Joe and I, and it always makes things nice when you don't have to rip through the whole stream just to. But
yeah, I was like, oh, I could do this. It's early, and then I was like, dang it, my oldest works at 9.
Oh, you were quick. You must have. You must be close to where they work.
Yeah, it's about a 6-minute drive. It depends on traffic, but it's basically 2 lights.
Oh, nice.
It's to Walmart, so Walmart's always close.
That is true.
I was avoiding doing a paper for school, and I said, you know what? I can do that later. I've been working on it for an hour.
He was like, yeah, if I have to listen to T-Den go through half-hour box scores one more time, I got to go cut this time down.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Hey, now. Yeah, I know. There is an argument to be made for just cutting out the box score reading. And, I mean, I get it. It's fun to watch. If there's a milestone to watch, at least in my head, this is kind of my thoughts on it. And I'm not looking to change anything. I'm just saying my thoughts. If the quicker you get through the box scores, the quicker the index gets uploaded, then people can go through them at their own leisure. So I don't know. I'd be curious if they put a feeler out to the league. Do they enjoy it? But then you're kind of, I don't know. You could almost add an extra stream to game if you got rid of the box scores. You know what I mean?
That is one of the most contentious discussions on what seems like every other season basis is box scores.
Yeah, I mean, I get it both ways. I guess
my thoughts are, like, if we don't have those box scores, how long would these streams actually be?
Well, probably still an hour and a half. I mean, at least, because if we added a streamed game, so I think the box scores kind of do 2 things. One, it provides integrity to the league because you can always go back, watch the VOD, and prove, okay, this is what happened. Even though everything happens on stream. So I think that might be like an argument for box scores. But again, I don't think anyone should assume people would do nefarious things. I don't really think you could, even if you're streaming the games, because you could still scroll down, show all the scores, and then check the standings after each sim. I don't know. It's probably it's a personal preference type thing. Yeah, I mean, RCGG says a quick mention of the score is all that needed. I don't know. I'm a little biased because a lot of times when I'm not doing the streams, they're later at night and I'm not able to watch them. I'll be at work where I get just absolute poor cell phone reception. And I can't even read the box scores anyways. And I don't know. I can see it
I'm
both
usually,
ways.
I can see it both ways too. I'm usually at work, except on Saturday.
Makes sense.
So I miss a lot of these.
Well, I appreciate you spending your off time with us doing this. That's really nice of you to give up that time.
I'm not doing anything. Got a house to well, not today, but usually I have the house to myself. So
Yeah, those days are nice. Yeah, my wife's at work. I
It-
I pretty much only pick up streams if she's at work because asking to give up 3 hours can be a little bit of a lot.
well, my wife
My
can't
wife is
stand me
getting her
doing
hair
play-by-play.
My wife is getting her hair done right now, which is the only reason I was able to hop in here.
Yeah, understood. You know what? Maybe on next Thursday or Saturday. Next time someone needs us, if we don't have a streamer, I'll just like book like a massage for the wife, a hair appointment, and nails. Streaming's gonna start costing me a lot of money.
Yeah. Hair, nails, and a massage. That's
I know that's a pricey day. That's like at $250 maybe. Massage.
300.
Yeah. It's what you thinking? Hair's at least 85, depending on what they. I know they. If you just get a blowout or something, it's gonna be like 80, 85.
You're looking at 100.
You're looking at more.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
yeah. 100 plus for hair, probably 100 for a massage, and then 50, 60, 70 for the nails.
Yeah, it's an expensive one. Yeah, never mind. I won't be picking up
the
that
price
stream.
tells you. Yeah,
I'm not picking up that stream. That's not worth it. I mean, pampering her is worth it. The paying just a stream is not worth it. I should say that. The price she tells you to. Yeah, exactly. My wife plays Monster Hunter most of the day. I can do whatever I want. That's sweet.
You see,
that's
I only
very cool.
have one PC, and my wife loves playing Stardew Valley, and that's the new season
cool.
of Fortnite. So, yeah, I don't get much options here.
I've tried so hard to get my wife into video games at all, and she loves watching TV. That girl can watch TV, man. She could watch TV for 8 hours, and she'll feel like it was like 10 minutes. She loves watching a good show. Or on the opposite, I watch TV I watch movies in like 30-minute episodes. It drives her nuts. She'll put on a 2-hour movie. I'm like, that's 4 nights of TV watching. I just can't do it. Like I have to, after 30 minutes, I have to pause, get up, go do the dishes, do something, move around. Drives her crazy, but she will not do video games. Not really something that interests her.
My wife has went through the whole season of Boy Meets World, like all the seasons, and is now on Good Luck Charlie, while shooting people in the face.
That's cool.
my wife refuses to play video games. She just
Same.
Well, she doesn't really do a whole lot because when you're pregnant, you don't really do a whole lot, and you get tired immediately if you just get up and move.
Right. Congratulations
She
to
gets
you
into
guys.
these
By the way.
nesting phases. Thank you. She gets into these nesting phases where she goes and cleans the baseboards and then complains about her back hurting. And I'm like, I wonder why, but I can't say that.
Maybe stop
It's like
cleaning
you're brave.
Maybe don't use the baseboards. Yeah, don't clean the baseboards. They'll be okay.
Yeah, I know better than to question things at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wait till you get no sleep.
Oh, I already know.
Oh, you have no idea.
Well, we have a toddler too. He's almost 3, and he wakes up at least twice a night.
Oh,
sometimes
you
4
do have an idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I didn't go through the newborn phase with him, but just because I met her when he was 1.5. But for the last year and a half, it's been questionable on the sleep stage.
Daggone. Yeah, well, no video games for our wives. Max LP wife shoots people in the face on Fortnite while binge watching TV. Yeah. That's the end of the spectrum. But yeah, I don't know. I guess box scores, take them or leave them. Wives playing video games, take them. You don't really have a
You don't have a choice.
Yeah. What chores did I have to do after? Well, It's actually the chores I have to do after this stream that are going to be a bit rough. So I cleaned the bathroom last time. Now I have. Hey, do you mind Do you mind tidying up and vacuuming today? I have family in town, and there's like a 3% chance that they're going to come to our house. So even though we keep our house generally picked up, like there's a couple tennis rackets on a kitchen table, and like I don't know, a couple dirty glasses next to the sink, so it won't be hard. She's, but then the
See,
off.
that's what you think, and then she's gonna come home and she's gonna find 14 things that you didn't pick up.
Only 14?
Maybe more.
I'm looking at something right now outside of my office. In between my office and her bedroom, there's a gap in the hallway. I'm looking at her shoes from yesterday that she wore to work. So that's one of the 14 things that I'd probably miss. My bad. My apologies. But yeah, flavor cake. She ended up making vanilla. She had a vanilla cake order that she made yesterday. Kept her up till midnight decorating, and then she had some extra cake batter, and we had some cupcakes. So win for me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I love it. She does a Italian meringue frosting. So you make like a syrup in a pot. It's got to get to what do they call softball, whatever the temperature is for softball. Not like the softball that we play. Not like baseball, softball. Like apparently there's a temperature that's called softball, and you boil sugar and water to that. And then she adds it. Then she adds it to something like a meringue. She makes a meringue with powdered sugar, and then she adds it to it. And then that has to cool off to like 96 degrees or something below butter's melting point. Whatever the melting point is for butter, it has to be below that. And then you add the butter to that. And then you get like this buttery meringue. It basically just chops the butter up until it's smooth, like until the butter becomes no different than the meringue. And yeah, it's a really good frosting. It's a lot of work though, so I don't do it. Sorry, Ewok. Tell you what, I'll save you some next time. It'll be in the fridge. Yeah, I can go to the standings real quick. I'll go ahead and do that because I'm going to upload the index. As we do that, how to upload. Boom. So the index is now uploading. So when that's done, I'll be able to check the standings against that. And also, thank you, Ewok, for the next crab graphic. I will make sure that gets used. He DM'd me a graphic for a crab since I was throwing graphics left and right on stream today. DVS is not doing well. Yeah.
DVS is extremely lucky, actually, because the fact that they got out of Bummus coming in relief and they're somewhat back to a normal schedule now is somewhat miraculous.
That is true. Let's check it. Well, exhausted. But bullpen's in a little bit of a rough spot here. Let's just
bullpen's on strike.
Let's pick another team here. Toronto, who's having probably one of the more rough starts. You can see here, even they have some players fresh in their bullpen. So, yeah. It's going to be the Surge. So there's a Surge too.
How are the Aviators?
Yeah,
while I'm here,
the Apex and the Aviators should be, you would think, some of the better pitching staff. Jeez Louise, Outer Banks, where are you? I'm having a go of it. Well, exhausted.
Oh no, we're hurting.
I think everyone is right now. It's probably an off day tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see. If I go to Game World Scores.
I think it's an off day tomorrow.
It is an off day tomorrow. So all those bullpens, you're right. DVS got themselves out of a jam there with the Bummus having to come in relief. Saved by the fact probably there was a rest day in between.
Yeah. Yep. 8 pitches, and the fact that he only threw 8 pitches is also probably what saved him. If he had thrown any more than 10, they probably would have had to go to their next starter, and then they'd just be in big trouble.
Yeah, it would have been brutal. And as they try to climb back from that really poor start. You see, they've basically dug themselves out of a little bit of the hole. They're gonna have a really hard time catching up all season though to Nola and Cancun.
Yeah.
Though Nola ended the stream kind of poorly. And Cancun just had an excellent stream. Actually, I don't know. What did Cancun's stream look like today? Let's go to that schedule. Win. 5 wins. So we start off with 17.
6.
Yeah. 6-1 stream for Cancun. Their only loss coming to OBX.
To us.
Mhm.
Where did Detroit go? I only counted 6 games, so I missed one somewhere.
Detroit
1,
went
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 4 and 3. Okay.
4-3. Yep. Dropped one.
That's better than the 0 and 7 from the previous sim.
Mm-hmm. And they're on pace. I have them finishing 3rd in the East over Lunar Base in my season predictions, and they're fighting to keep me correct. They're fighting for my TPE right now.
Yeah. Our pitching is suspect on occasion.
Which one is your player?
Abernathy.
Oh, you are Corin Abernathy. Oh, right on.
I am.
Well, you had a good stream. You had 2 players of the games.
I did. My first stream was excellent. My second stream was okay, and the third stream was horrific.
Well,
I'm doing all right.
5-2 on the year. You're doing okay. Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
4.3 ERA though. He's just not great. He's statistically extremely average.
Well, 2 wins.
I'm virtually my second year, so yeah, second year in the bullpen. I might be in the bullpen for a while, considering the 4 starters.
Yeah, you're probably going to be. Which one are you? You're
Maximilian
Porter. Oh yeah, let me match up your face to your nameplate there. Maximilian pitching stats, and then it looks like we'll check the index. It looks like it just finished. Yeah, you're up, huh? 8 games already. Pretty much on par. You're on par to
equal,
or well, you're not negative WAR. Still a lot of stream left. Still a lot of
I'm able to get some. Just got an update in, so still working on that.
Let me make sure the index matches what I have here before I do it. 15-2, 14-3, 19-8 Apex, 16-11 Rugers. Looks like the index is updated, which means we can close this stream out. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed your Saturday edition of PBE Baseball. And thank you to Laser and Max LP for being here. We'll see you guys next time.